With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 90 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, this surely turned into an easy bingo. Once ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap, while DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are so machine, snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is Shoutouts can't see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. She's nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for us today, Monday the 10th of April 2023. I do hope you're all doing well indeed. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, whether it was to do with, Easter or Passover or whatever it's a fucking normal weekend. I do hope you all enjoyed yourselves regardless and had a good time. But yeah, it's a fresh new week, it's Monday again, and yeah, Phil had a shorter stream yesterday, he had a shorter streaming day yesterday, and he only made 70 buckaroos on this for the whole day, because he had to take night stream to make Patreon videos. I'll scroll down here, you'll probably see, I think it was like $71 or $76 Phil got, $72 Phil got in tips yesterday. It was going to be about $51 or something, and that was all. And it was like that until the very end, and somebody gave me a pity tip right at the very end to bring it to 72, so it could beat 1 Minute Man and being the top tipper right at the death. It was kind of bizarre. Prophet says he had a good time. He's watching Phil spill seltzer on a notebook. Yeah, Phil had technical problems yesterday because he spilled his water on his laptop, notebook thing. Yeah, well, he was apparently cleaning. So yeah. But apparently it was quite desperation from Phil yesterday when he was streaming the game. I believe he finished the game. I assume that's why Phil was like just on normal camera, like just chilling and shooting and just like randomly talking to his audience. I mean, I'll look here. It was a Q&A, post game viewer Q&A. That's what it was. Post game viewer Q&A. And Phil was stuck on like $51 for a long time. And he's still there, it's still there.
Game release.
And was he still streaming? No, okay, it happened right at the death. So there we go. Let's see how he reacted to this last second tip.
So, I mean, if I were to play it again, I probably would play that version. But I don't know if people would want to see that or not. Being that's such a lengthy playthrough. Wow, I just received a tip at the very end of the stream. A $21 tip just came in from One Pump Chump. Would you... Let's just listen to this. You said you would never do a boxing match for content. Would you do a pay-per-view oily banana hammock pillow fight for charity? No.
The fuck was that a flash on the screen? Was that something on Phil's end or was it something on mine?
Match for content. Would you do a pay-per-view oily banana hammock pillow fight for charity? No.
My screen kind of flickered very strangely and I thought it was something on the video, but...
I would not do either of them.
I think it was something in mine instead. So yeah, Phil got an emergency last second tip to fucking bring him over to $72 overall, rather than just $51. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man. Some people just... Fools and their money are easily fucking parted. There's plenty of detractors that are live today, by the way. If we go to subscriptions, you would see I could show them here. So... We have Meerkat Mob live right now. We have Detractor Beam live right now. We have Almighty Loser, who's live right now as well, covering the antics of the Phil stuff going on. Chill Money is due to go live very soon as well, as you can see. And even Super Truffer's going live as well, but I believe this is not a DSP related thing. It might be, I don't know, I don't think it is though. He's going live with Steve the Dead. So yeah, plenty of options for you guys as usual, you know what I mean, just in case you guys want to kind of give you support to all these other content creators out there. You know, it's always good to kind of spread the love and all, you know what I mean, so there you go. So, let's get on with the bingo and let's get on with picking today's bingo card. Let's spin this wheel and determine today's card criteria. No exaggeration, good one, it's a good one I think. I do recall Phil saying no exaggeration yesterday, so hopefully we can get 2 days in a row and Phil saying that, so fingers crossed. So no exaggeration will be the thing for today's card, so let's just, okay. We need a number between 1 and 190, basically, you know what I mean, just the first number in chat I see will be the one I use for today's bingo card. No funny semantics, no special stipulations. Autoline same as the very first number in chat I saw with 138. So we're going with the 138th bingo card. Bear with me while I scroll down to it. Here we go, the 138th bingo card is this one right here on the right hand side. It is a 139th result because the first result is the search item in question. So yeah, there you go. This is actually the first the card here. So. Ian Sorere's asking, did I watch Wrexham game today? I did. That was some game. Wrexham v Notts County, what a game of football that was. So yeah. So yeah, Wrexham won 3-2 against Notts County, and the Wrexham goalkeeper saved a penalty in the last seconds to secure the victory for his team, you know, so the goalkeeper was a hero, there we go. It was quality viewing, you know what I mean, end-to-end stuff, back and forth. Big game in English football. It's funny saying that, it was a big game, and it was live on TV. It's the 5th level, it's the 5th tier of football. Yeah, Wrexham's the one Ryan Reynolds and that Rob McElhenney guy is involved in. They own them, yeah, so yeah. But it's crazy to me that it's the 5th level, the 5th tier of football in England, and it was like the big game of the day essentially. Although to be fair, the English Premiership games, there was no English Premiership games today in England. But there was English, you know, Championship games, which is the 2nd tier, as well as the 3rd tier and 4th tier. There was a whole full card of, you know, teams playing, essentially, in all those levels. But the one big game was in the 5th tier, between these two promotion-chasing teams. And, yeah, it was some game. I really enjoyed it. But I'm just saving the card right now, so just give me 2 seconds, and then we'll go through the card very quickly. So, good stuff indeed. I got it saved. I can close that. I can close that. Fantastic stuff. I've got this website ready to go for thumbnails for later on. But I'll go through the bingo rules and regulations and stipulations and all that crap, just to kind of, in case people need to know. So, if Phil snorts 25 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that is a free space. If Phil burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that too is a free space. If he does this twice, then there'll be an extra free space. So, for example, 50 snorts, another free space, or 20 burps, another free space. If Phil gets 100 likes and blows bubbles for his audience before he starts recording for YouTube gameplay, that too will be a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this very stream, that too is a free space. And obviously if Phil gets 200 likes, there'll be another free space, and so on and so on, although that's very unlikely because Phil is looking to get 100 likes, never mind anything else, before starting gameplay these days. But yeah. With that all being said, now we can set up we can go through look at the card and see how good it actually looks like it is. So, the card, starting from the top left, so we've got Phil to burp, him to mention Twitter, him saying excited, him doing a lean and ban somebody, and him laughing, then him saying fuck. Well, there goes a fucking no swearing. Him saying schedule, his chair creaking, him saying example and now. The third row is Phil saying nobody or no one, him saying what are you talking about or what the fuck are you talking about, either or is perfectly fine, him snorting, him saying unique, and him touching his face randomly. The fourth row is Phil saying in fact, him saying detractor or trolls, him pointing at the camera, his voice cracking, and him saying percent. And the final row is Phil saying on demand, no exaggeration, him getting at least $15+ in tips before he starts recording for, you know, gameplay for YouTube, him doing a little creepy whisper to the camera like he was doing yesterday, like ASMR crap, and him saying reality. That is the card overall, and yeah, that's the card. It's looking pretty good. I think it's a pretty strong card. I like the look of it a lot. What's the ones that might let us down? If I had to pick anything to let us down, it might be on demand, perhaps, or percent. Those are the kind of ones that might let us down. But yeah. Other than that, though, I think it's a very strong looking card, and yeah, I am optimistic that we can get a full house today. Camera point, Ian sort of thinks that a camera point might let us down. It's possible. It's very possible as well. Don't forget as well, Phil, the word from the king. Phil's a proud ally, apparently. Phil, the proud ally, which is just nonsensical, of course. You know what I mean, Phil doesn't give a crap about, you know, anyone. But he doesn't care for them anyway. You know, all he cares about himself as per usual. So this proud ally nonsense is just to try and appease some random people in his audience. He's an eternal fence sitter, put it that way. You're not allowed to discuss kind of politics or, you know, these kind of things in Phil's chat. So you can be whatever you want, but don't talk about it in Phil's chat or he will ban you. And but yeah, the card's been picked. It's all looking good. But by the way, this is an alternative kind of view. Like I do have, like I will go back to like the normal view when Phil begins the stream. You know, with this kind of that, and I'll hide that in the background. But while we're waiting for Phil to go properly live, I will have this shown instead, just because, you know, it's, you guys can see the full screen. It's better that way. But yeah. It's we're just waiting for Phil to go live essentially. Auto Insane says maybe the G part may be special to Dave. Could quite possibly, yeah, the LTGBQ thing, or whatever it is these days. I don't keep up to date and how many letters it's got these days. You know what I mean? But I'm not. Each to their own. That's what I've all said. You know what I mean? But I know they keep adding letters on. But yeah, it's Phil has definitely questionably. I mean, nothing wrong with Phil being gay, obviously, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where it's like he has definitely shown some kind of tendencies leaning towards that persuasion, or just put it that way. And yeah, Phil's quite in denial about it seems. That's just my interpretation of that. But each to their own, as I said, you know, whatever makes people happy. I'm going to get ton up music, guys, and yeah, you guys can enjoy me cat's quality music. We'll wait for Phil to properly go live. So thank you once again for being here and helping me pick the bingo card, and I will catch up with you guys when Phil is properly going live. And yeah, I will definitely keep an eye on his chat in case he's got technical problems again of him spilling water over the goddamn place. So yeah, enjoy the music, and I'll catch up with you in a wee bit.
These are my life priorities. Pay my taxes.
It's my day off. Might leave the game on and jerk off. It's my day off. Spend money on pools and dumb shit. It's my day off. Might go out with my bitch wife. Can't give me money today.
Obviously, I need tips.
Give me money today.
This is where my fucking money goes to every month.
Shout out to the trolls.
For those who contributed, thank you. It would be great if we get a few more tips. To make up earlier today, we did not hit the hat goal either. It's been a very slow day. It would be great if we could pick it up a little bit with maybe some contributions side with tips. If you can, just saying. You know, I know some people are super chatting or whatever. That helps long term, but right now I really can help. Tomorrow's my day off. The tips I'll have for my day off, you see?
Give me money today.
Act like that, those toxic assholes don't give a shit about anyone else but themselves. They're selfish idiots who just want to get a laugh on someone else's behalf and don't care about the repercussions of their own actions. They think they're protected because they're all anonymous on the internet, right? So here I am with an actual business being destroyed by that toxic behavior.
Big up Skeeter Cat.
Me. That's what this is all about and what it's always been. Me. I care about nothing in life. Me. Human pieces of shit. Kill yourself. Me. I don't care about.
Hold on a second. Did Phil lose a whole bunch of members overnight? Oh, look, he's messing about with the tips part. You can actually see him messing about with something right now. But did he lose a whole bunch of members overnight? Because I could have sworn that when I checked that little video from last night, you know, Phil's members were like in the 590s or something. Like he was after like 595 or some nonsense. Did he lose like 20 odd members overnight? The beginning of the plummet. Phil has been getting gifted members non-stop essentially throughout the month in drips and drabs, and is now going to start to drop off in drips and drabs, and he's going to be seeking out people to fucking replace those drips and drabs and try and top them up and over again. It'll be an endless cycle of Phil jumping up and down all over the place in members and him not knowing how to fucking stop it, from fucking going down and up and down, up like a goddamn yo-yo. He's not live yet properly, by the way. As you can tell by his crappy music, he is just fucking monetising his cat for personal gain, as you can see. The thing that he criticised other content creators for doing before in the past, he is doing himself perfectly willingly and fine and clown up. And he forgot to turn on his fucking lamp as well, as usual. What the fuck is this nonsense? Jesus Christ, Phil. As I said, there's no microphone on, so we couldn't hear Phil, we couldn't hear a chair creaking, we couldn't, nothing. Sadly, if I had clown mode, we could have ticked that, but, no. There's nothing we can tick off, sadly, for that for now. But Phil will begin very soon, I imagine, because he looks ready to go, essentially. But yeah, apparently Phil was on 592 members, so Phil lost 18 members. He lost 18 whole damn members overnight. The thing is though, because this tracker doesn't keep up, tabs on these things anymore, like the Daily Summary used to keep a track of this very well, but Piece of Peace stopped updating that properly because he's not really focusing on his page anymore. He's doing other things, but he's making sure this is updated. He's keeping tabs on this, making sure this is updated, and all the other tabs as well, but the Daily Summary page is, that kind of thing stopped getting worked on. So, yeah. Oh, and Phil's beginning the stream, right, fucking fantastic stuff. So let me just enable that, and then turn this off here. There we fucking go. So, guys, you all know the drill, but if you don't know the drill, please tag me in chat. For anything I'm missing the card, please tag me in chat and let me know what I have missed. I don't try and miss things on the card, I just do sometimes because I am a stupid bastard, is what it is. Bug bingo mechanics, nothing I could do, dude. So. And yeah, remember 25 snorts, free space, 10 burps, free space, 100 likes here or there, free space as well, and they multiply as well essentially. So if you get 50 burps, 50 snorts, another free space, and so on and so on and so on. 25 green ticks, full house would mean one of you guys can win a prize for the bingo, and hopefully we can start off the week with somebody winning a prize. So good fucking luck, guys. Here we fucking go, and don't forget, DSP is a bitch.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 podcast, where we've been invaded by our feline friend, Jasper Kitty, this morning. How is everyone today? I hope you're doing well, and welcome to the show. Today is Monday, the 10th of April, 2023, and, it's always nice to have a special guest on the show, especially for a special day like today, because today indeed is a special streaming day, which I hope you guys are excited for. Welcome, everyone. And welcome to new games. Yes, that's right. After a couple weeks here of kind of the same stuff over and over, we've actually wrapped up the two major games that I've been playing, Resident Evil 4 Remake as well as Metroid Prime Remastered. And as of today, we start a new slew of games, which is exciting, based off of my birthday marathon where we went through the schedule, looked at what was coming up new, and then had an opportunity to pick out a couple of new games that you guys would be interested in. Today we're playing something I never even thought we would be playing, and you guys came up with this idea on Friday. Thanks to anyone who attended my birthday marathon and helped contribute to figure out what we would be doing next. How is everyone today? I hope you all had a good weekend. I had a good weekend for the most part. I was here, but at the same time last night I was doing private patron videos, which took a lot of time, but it's always a good time doing stuff for my fans and my viewers. But today we jump into full-time gaming, and here's the other exciting thing. No more streams off. I know last month, like every week, I was missing a stream, and then last night I missed a stream. But now, from now on, every day that I'm here, I will be here. Double streams for you guys. Tons of gameplay, tons of fun coming up for the rest of April. All right, I'm very excited. Obviously, spring has sprung, and that means renewal of games. There's new games on the horizon, although they're not here yet. Another couple of weeks, really, before the major ones that, like, for example, Jedi, Star Wars Jedi, what is it called? Jedi Survivor Outcast Big Brother or something it's called. I can't remember what it's called. There's a new Star Wars game coming out the end of this month that I'm very excited for. There's some smaller releases in between. One of the ones that I'm more excited for this month is the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters, because I'd like to play one of those with you as a chill nighttime stream. Within a couple of nights here, we're actually going to wrap up Like a Dragon Ishin, and we're going to be looking for more games for the rotation, and I think that a Pixel Remaster game would be perfect for a late night chill stream. We're looking at a couple other things as maybes. For example, Dead Island 2, which right now we're basically trying to figure out if it's any good, and we're kind of waiting for people to be able to play it and maybe review it before we put any kind of a emphasis on it. I am feeling almost like a Dying Light 2 vibe from it, but I guess we'll see. But anyway, exciting new stuff coming out this month, and exciting new playthroughs starting today. So I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're ready for 2 straight days of full streaming gameplay goodness. My day off this week is Wednesday. We're trying to readjust the schedule again. If you remember, for the long time, my day off every week from streaming was Wednesday. And then for the last few weeks, it's been Thursday, and that's because of my wife's work schedule jumping all over the place. So we're trying to readjust now and get it back in line, and it looks like this week, Wednesday, will be our day off again. And so that means 2 more days, today and tomorrow, of full-time streaming. But that also means some exciting, fun stuff. Let's talk a little bit about that based on what we determined on Friday. All right, so on Friday, during this birthday marathon event that we did, there was a 2-hour segment. And not all of it was based on game schedule stuff. But I was drinking and I was having fun with you guys, and we were doing shout-outs. So it took a while. But we went through the gaming landscape. We looked at all the games coming out in the next several months. And we also looked at my schedule and what openings we had in the schedule, because I knew that I was going to be beating all the games that I've been playing. And we started talking. People were like, you've been doing a really good job with horror, survival horror. And we like survival horror. And we like the fact that you've been doing some classic ones. Resident Evil 1 Remake I did back in January, February. And then I just played Resident Evil 4 Remake, right? And people were like, well, why don't you do another survival horror? And I was like, well, if you take a look at what's remaining, the only Resident Evil games that I haven't played multiple times would be Resident Evil Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil Code Veronica X, or Resident Evil 6. And so we were talking about this, and then people were like, you just played 2 Resident Evils back to back. A third Resident Evil is probably going to be like overload. Way too much Resident Evil in a short period of time. Why don't you diversify and do something different? We were talking about Clock Tower and stuff. Of course, there's really no way to play Clock Tower in the modern era. Man, I wish they would remake Clock Tower. That would be good. But anyway, one thing that we determined, we're like, wait a minute, what hasn't Phil played in a very long time? That's a fan favorite franchise that now is getting buzz, because soon it seems like it's going to be getting a modern remake for one of its games. And what would be the one that I've never really played besides maybe once, right? We're talking about it, and we're like, oh yeah. You think back to over a decade ago, Silent Hill had a remake collection that came out for PlayStation and Xbox, and essentially it was Silent Hill 2 and 3. Now, at the time, it was the only real way to play those games on a modern console. I guess you could have downloaded the originals on PS3, but being that these had improved graphics, improved control schemes, things like that, these were the versions that people wanted to see. However, after those collections came out, everyone realized that apparently these games have tons of issues, like technical bugs and visual issues. I think in one of them, Silent Hill 2, the fog is so messed up that it takes away the scariness of the game. The whole town's supposed to be like this fog you can't really see, and apparently the fog's completely transparent and doesn't scare you at all in the game, and it changes the whole mood of the game. It's kind of weird. It's like empty streets. Anyway, I played them. I played Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 HD when this collection was a new release back in 2012. And I enjoyed both games. I really did. But since then, there's been a desire to see me go back to Silent Hill a few times. I played Silent Hill 4 The Room. I played at least 1 or 2 other Silent Hill spin-offs over the years. I actually played Silent Hill Downpour when it was a brand new game. I don't know if anyone remembers that. And then over the years, there was a call back for me to play them again. I played Silent Hill 2 a second time several years ago, and that was on the harder difficulty, and that was a big mistake, because on the harder difficulty, it is so difficult because there's no ammo anywhere or anything. It just makes the game so hard. And I remember at the end of the game, the only reason I beat it is because I toughed it out and I killed the final boss with a fucking pipe. I beat the shit out of it with a pipe. I had no ammo. It took an hour, but we got it done. All right? But anyway,
We have our first bingo of the game because Phil swore. I told you that bastard fucking swore. People like, Phil doesn't swear. He swears all the goddamn fucking time. He beat the guy with a fucking pipe. That motherfucker swears. That's the first bingo of the game.
Anyway, essentially, this is a game, at least with Silent Hill 3, I've only played it once ever. Once ever, and it was over a decade ago. So what was different a decade ago versus now? Well, gee, let's see. No direct capture. No proper microphone setup. No live stream.
What was his face? This face right here. This face. I mean, whenever I see a possibility to grab, a thumbnail, I'm going to grab that opportunity. So, yeah, bear with me. So I can just... This face is so weird. Why is he such a weird-looking human being? Is he even human? It's so weird. Right, okay, I've got the... Right, hopefully this will be a good little kind of freeze frame. It worked it quite well. Everything got cropped out magnificently. There we go. Phil has all the wee shaped head with the buggy eyes. What the hell, man?
No proper microphone setup. No live stream. No face cam. No interaction with the live audience. Well, we keep going. It's just like a million things were different over a decade ago. My commentary style was definitely different over 10 years ago. I could just imagine the shit that I probably said during this playthrough over 10 years ago when I was a very different kind of content creator, right? So the cool thing about this is now I've been around for so long, right, that I can go back to games I played 10 years ago for you guys, and I can make completely different styles of playthroughs now. And the truth is, I really don't remember that much about this game. I remember the main plot points. Like, I think the plot point is in the first game, there's a baby that this cult is trying to, like, sacrifice or something, right? In Silent Hill. And in this game, you are the baby, but the baby grew up to be an adult. So you're returning to Silent Hill as the adult, and you're still trying to, like, thwart this cult or something. Like, I think that's what it is. But that's all I remember. I don't remember any gameplay elements. I don't remember anything else about the plot whatsoever. Just basic. So this will be interesting for me to go back over 10 years later and make a completely different kind of playthrough, an interactive playthrough with you guys. This should be pretty neat. I don't even remember how long it is. I really have no clue whatsoever. And again, because I'll be having interactive actions with you guys this time, likely this playthrough would be a longer playthrough, right? And let's be honest, when I was using that camera, it wasn't the best visuals. It wasn't the best. The audio was really bad. I'm excited to actually present this game in the way that it's intended. Although, again, being this is the HD collection, a lot of people had issue with it. But I think everyone had issue with Silent Hill 2. I don't think Silent Hill 3 many people complained about. It was Silent Hill 2 that had the major problems. We'll be playing on Xbox this time. Xbox Series X in particular. Although this is the Xbox 360 version of the game, it should run slightly better, hopefully, on the Series X. You never know, because some games do and some games don't. And I'm going to get achievements for it, which is kind of cool, right? So, excellent stuff. And I hope that you guys will join me for this playthrough. This is going to be an epic playthrough, a fun one, over the course of the next week or two. Because I'll be balancing this with another game that we're going to start tomorrow, which we're going to talk about in a second. So, pretty good. And I hope you guys will join me for the journey. All right? Tyler says hopefully the frame rate will be better. I don't know. That's a good question. I wonder what the frame rate will actually be. Because, again, this is the Xbox version. So you don't know, essentially, if it's going to run well or not. It's Xbox 360 version, I should say. Some games on Xbox 360 do get upscaled, you know, and others do not. It's kind of weird in that regard, that some of the games do run significantly better, right? And others don't. On the Xbox Series X, I don't know if it's Microsoft that did it. It had to have been, right? I don't think that it would have been, I don't think that it would have been the choice of, like, the game dev. Do you think the game dev really would have, like, put in extra time or effort to really, like, make the game run better? I don't think so. Do you think Konami went back when this game got ported to the Xbox and said, oh, you know, this is going to be better on Xbox, let's put effort into it? I think it was Microsoft doing it, right? Billy J says, it does run well on the 360. Its frame rate was stuttering a lot, but on the Series X, it seems completely fine. Oh, yeah? Okay, then. Cool. I'm down for that. And, that's the cool thing about having a Series X and being able to play the older versions of the game on the new console, 2 console generations later. A lot of these games have run better. Look at Oblivion, right? Look at how smooth Oblivion has run for us. So this should be fun. And I hope that you guys will join me for the journey over the next couple of weeks, all right? So that's today's main gameplay stream, the premiere of Silent Hill 3 HD. It should be fun. Only my second run ever. I don't really remember much about it to begin with, so it should be a fun game and a fun run, all right? Now, of course, there's going to be questions. What difficulty are you playing on? What endings are you going for? Listen, to me, I haven't played this game in 11 years. I want to just enjoy it at face value, all right? Likely, I'm just going to go whatever the defaults are, all right? When I played Silent Hill 2 HD, I really regretted it. Because if you remember, that was torturous at the end of the game. It wasn't fun at all. It was like pulling teeth to try to finish the game. It was a nightmare. It wasn't fun to play or watch. It was just me being very frustrated. So I think I'm just going to go by default. And as for endings, I don't know what the endings are of the game. That would be up to you guys. If you wanted me to have multiple save states and then go back and do criteria to get multiple endings, but I don't know how to get them. I've only played the game once ever, okay? So I guess we'll see as we play along. By the way, that noise is Jasper kneading some stuff in my closet. So there you go. Cool. Now, on tonight's late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Continuing on. Only one stream of Oblivion this week. It kind of just happened that way because we had the marathon earlier, and this is a shorter streaming week for me because we're trying to readjust the schedule. But Oblivion should be chill fun, where we are doing the Fighters Guild quest line. And it's good because we kind of got back on track after having been kind of derailed from doing the quest lines we wanted to do for a little bit. We're back into those, and just excited to see where the game takes us. As you know, Oblivion is some of the more chill, interactive streams that I do. I have a great time playing the game, and I can't wait for more chill fun tonight. Jasper is sniffing my head. Then tomorrow, something else new for you. Something that people have wanted for a bit, and I'm excited. All right, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, April 11th. There's no April Fool's joke. It would be 10 days late if it were. We're going back to the world. He's looking at my bottle cap. Of Elden Ring. Elden Ringers, your time has come. Everyone, if you're an Elden Ringer, all right, I want you to put your hands above your head like this and form the ring once again. It is time for us to return to the world of Elden Ring. For the first time in a year. Everyone do it. Elden Ring. Ready? Are you doing the Elden Ringer? Jasper's looking at me. He's like, what the hell are you doing? Do the Elden Ring with me. You ready? Are you doing it? Well, I can't see it. I'm on the internet. I can't see you doing it. Why are you doing it? But anyway, Elden Ring. We return to Elden Ring tomorrow. All right? So, what are we doing tomorrow? I mean, it's really up to you guys. Because here's the weird thing about this, okay? When I beat Elden Ring, which was, what, May or June of last year? It was the longest playthrough. I started in February of 2022, and it was like 140 parts. I mean, I did an ultra completionist run of this game, all right? So, when I beat it, I inadvertently, not knowing what I was doing, I was so frustrated, I just wanted the game over because it was such a long game. I accidentally started over as a New Game Plus run. And everyone said, oh, Phil blew it. He did New Game Plus, and now his game save is messed. What are you doing? You are not getting my bottle cap. He's trying to get my bottle cap. You're not getting it. Everyone said, now he did it. He screwed it up because now he's stuck in a New Game Plus run. And, so I guess he's starting New Game Plus when he plays it again. Now, everyone kind of knew that there was going to be a DLC for Elden Ring eventually. We all knew that. I mean, the game made so much money. There was no way they weren't going to make more, right? Oh, here's a giant potential pile of money that I could collect. I think I'll walk by that and come over here and do something new. Yeah, right. They're going to collect their money, right? So, it was announced recently they're working on it, right? I don't even remember what it's called, like Black Hole Sun or something like that. Some Soundgarden event. I seriously have no clue what the DLC is called. I forgot. Anyway, so as this was announced, okay, some people started to spark the fire of the idea that I should go back and play Elden Ring again. Because now I need to get to the point where I'm going to be able to do the DLC. The problem is, since I did New Game Plus, it deleted all my progress in the original game. So now I have to start over. Okay? I have to do a new run. Now, the debate is, what do you want to see me do? Because we have two options. Okay? Option number one is a true New Game Plus run. And for those who don't know, when you do New Game Plus, you essentially start the game over. It's a harder difficulty setting, but you have your levels. You have your souls. What do they call this? Grace? Is it Grace? I don't even know what the hell it's called in this game. I played the whole game 140 parts. I don't even know what anything's called. So essentially, you're doing it over, but you're starting from a big advantage. The good news about that is, once you get to that certain point, the academy or whatever, you can respec. And the reason people primarily play New Game Plus is because they kind of want to do a whole new build from what they did their first run, but they don't want to go through all the hassle of having to go through all the game again and kind of, you know, have all the same difficulty grind as you had in the first run. So by doing New Game Plus, you can kind of turbo through and only hit the big major points of the game, the big major boss fights and things required to advance in the game. So what I was thinking is, if we do New Game Plus, within maybe 2-3 streams, tops, we'll get to the Academy, we'll be able to respec, and we will be fully into whatever this new build is going to be, and it's going to be kicking ass. Because I'm going to have all these spells and things that I already have unlocked, these sorceries or whatever, from the first playthrough. So I'm going to be able to mess around, dabble in them, and figure out what it is that I want. I'm actually thinking, my thing would be, I think I want to do the sorceries, like the Academy magic, the blue magic, the alien magic. We know it's alien magic now, but you didn't know that in the original run until you got further into the game. You realize it's aliens, right? That's what the magic actually is. I think that's what I want to do. Because some people were like, why don't you do the faith build or whatever? I'm like, nah. You know, I kind of did some of that, right? Especially with my ending and stuff that I chose, the chaos stuff. I don't really want to do that. I don't think I want to go for the religious shit. I want to go for, like, cool crystal magic and alien blue shit. Flying everyone, blowing everything up and shit. That sounds fun to me. So, that's what I want to go for. And that would be completely different from my original build. Like, nothing like what I did in my original run. Like, not at all. Okay? So, ow. Oh, my neck. So, that's what I was thinking of doing, all right? And I know for a fact I got probably some of, if not the most powerful spells of that already. So, essentially, like I said, 2-3 streams, just getting used to the controls again, probably zipping right to the castle, taking on, what's his name? The guy that's not really the guy, he's the sorcerer, he's controlling someone else's body, it's astral projection or some dumb shit. And then you're fighting the grafted dickface. And after you beat the grafted dickface, you go to the big swamp, and you fight the stupid crabs and a fucking dragon. You get inside the Academy, and you slap people around like this. You go, You slap the magic users around because they're all little pusses. You go, And you get to the queen or whatever, Queen Regaladala. You slap her around too. She tries to throw a moon at you. You're like, nah, fuck that. You punch her right in the face. And then you get to respec. So I was thinking within 2-3 streams, we could probably get to that point in the game and respec. Like, wow, that'd be pretty good. And then we could actually have like a powerful ass sorcery build. Now, if we do the New Game Plus run, it's not going to be an insanely lengthy run. I would guess, due to the length of the game, it probably still would be about 40 hours long. And the thing is, I actually would like to still re-explore some of the fun optional stuff in the game. Like, I don't want to just turbo through the necessary dungeons and beat the game right away. That's not my goal here. My goal is to do a fun, entertaining run of the game. I want to take on some of the bosses and things that I did originally, some of the optional bosses, the super bosses, etc., with magic. I want to see how different is this game using a magic build, right? How the hell am I going to beat them using magic? It's so different than what I did the original run. Very curious about that, okay? So that's what I'm thinking, okay? And so maybe instead of being a 140-hour run, the run would be 40, 50 hours, but we take our time with certain areas. I certainly wouldn't be doing those grindy, repetitive nonsense side dungeons. We'd only be doing the major areas that are unique and stuff like that. I think it would work out nicely. I think it would be really fun. Okay, that's what so that's one thing we can do tomorrow. All right, that's option number 1 for Elden Ring. Now let's talk about option number 2. Option number 2 is I don't do a New Game Plus run. I literally start from scratch. Okay, from scratch, as if I've never played the game before, and we start over. Now, if I do that, all right, we are committing to an incredibly lengthy playthrough, because you know how long this game is, all right? And if I'm not doing New Game Plus, that means I don't have any of those grace, souls, levels, whatever the frick you want to call it. I don't have any items. I'm starting over. That means no matter what build I use, it's going to be weak at the beginning of the game. It's going to be a while until I get majorly into a build that's going to be, like, powerful. You know what I'm saying? So that's a little different of a situation. Now, here's the deal. This is an interactive playthrough. My first Elden Ring run a year ago was my honest first time ever run. And because of that, I told you guys, please, no spoilers, nothing. I want to explore for myself. And man, did we find crazy shit, right? Together, we had a lot of fun with my Elden Ring run, the first one. But this time around, been there, done that, seen everything the game has to offer. So now there's not really spoilers. I've done it all. So, for example, if I'm doing a straight up new run of the game, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be like, all right, we're in the early areas. if I want to do a magic build, what exactly should I be hitting up? Do I really want to do this area? Do I need to fight the optional dragon in the bog? Does it really matter? Do I really need that? Dragon's items and souls, or can I skip it? Where are the key items that I need for my build? Tell me where to go. Guide me, because I've already played it before. I wasn't fucking doing a giant checklist for each build when I played it the first time. So help me out. Let me know exactly what to do, and let's do this together. Let's turn this second run of Elden Ring into an interactive mode where we're having a chill time together while I'm doing a whole new build. That's my attitude for this second run of Elden Ring, okay? And with that being said, I think it's going to feel a very, very, very different playthrough than the first one, for sure, okay? Now, if I do a straight-up New Game run without New Game Plus, this is going to be longer. You know, I was saying my New Game Plus run likely would be 40, 50 hours. I almost bet a straight-up New Game run would be a minimum of like 60 to 70 hours. Now, that's a huge commitment. I want you guys to think about this, okay? This is very important to think about, all right? In the next few months, there's a lot of new games coming out. Not necessarily in April, but once we start hitting late April, May, and June, there's going to be a lot of releases coming out, all right? Let me give you that list. You ready? Just listen to all these games coming out in the next couple of months. Like I said, April is light, and I would say out of the games coming out in April, probably Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters is going to be a chill playthrough I'm going to do. Dead Island 2 is a maybe, right? Star Wars Jedi Survivor is a yes, but that's at the 28th. But now let's get into May. Redfall, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Amnesia the Bunker, all right? Lord of the Rings Gollum, and the System Shock Remake are all games I'm very interested in. And then there's one or two maybes in between there. In June, Street Fighter 6 is going to be giant. It is going to be the biggest fighting game. It might be the biggest fighting game of all time. All right, and I'm going to be covering it thoroughly for you guys. Diablo 4 comes out just a couple days after that. So now you're talking two giant releases back to back, right? Final Fantasy 16 is coming out in June. All right? So just to give you that perspective, right? In both May and June, we've got a ton of big high-profile new releases that are going to be hot and people are going to want to see me cover fully. If we're playing Elden Ring New Game straight, not New Game Plus, but New Game straight, and you're asking me to commit to a playthrough that's like 60 to 80 hours long, because it will be, you know that's how long the game is. Essentially, you got to be ready for this game to be on hold. You got to be ready. Like this month, I think, April, we'll play a lot of it. I think in April, it will be a lot of Elden Ring, and we'll be alternating with Silent Hill. Maybe after Silent Hill's done, we'll do another survival horror game. And then likely we'll balance it. Maybe Dead Island 2, we're not sure yet. Definitely Jedi Survivor at the end of the month, right? But that's essentially what the month's going to be, okay? But then once May and June hits, Elden Ring is not going to be my priority. Understand that. It's not. It'll be the game that I'm balancing with other shit. I've already played this game last year. I'm not going to be playing it like it's a major new release. You understand? And this is my major concern, is that if I start Elden Ring, okay, as a new game and not a New Game Plus, and let's say we play it a lot this month. Let's say even this month I play 30, 40 hours of it, which I don't think is even likely, but let's just assume that happens, and I play a ton of it, and people are loving it, and it's a great interactive streams, and we're having a good time. And then May hits. And now it's like, well, now I can't play it as much. Now it's downgraded. Now I only play it once or twice a week tops. People are upset because we're not really making much progress in it, right? And then, you know, we get further in, and now all of a sudden it's like, well, people, I'll tell you what's going to happen. What always happens. At first there's hype, and then after a couple of weeks of this, people get more tired of it. And with the original Elden Ring, it lasted about a month. And after about that initial month of me playing it, people started not to care unless I was hitting upon major plot points, like when I was fighting Radon, or when I was getting to a secret area, there's a big boss fight or whatever. Then people would care. But outside of that, it actually fell off a lot after that first month of me playing it. The interest definitely waned a lot. And that is my real concern with doing a new game versus a New Game Plus run. If I'm doing New Game Plus, you're essentially saying, you've already got all your stuff from the first run. This is meant to be a turbo mode. You are powerful. You're just experimenting with the engine to try a new mode. And you're getting yourself to the area wherever the DLC is going to be. So that way you're basically killing two birds with one stone. My thought Okay? My thought is that if we do the new game run, I need your buy-in that you guys are going to be there for the long run. Now, I'm not asking for new release numbers. I'm not asking for that at all. This is essentially going to be my second run in the game. All right? But that being said, I would like people to commit that, hey, you know, I like Elden Ring. I like the idea that you're going back to it per our requests for, you know, the last year. And I like the fact that you're doing new game, not new game plus, because we asked for it. And please, if you could, you know, we'll show up and we'll engage and we'll support as long as you're playing it. And we'll do this interactive stream. If I'm playing Elden Ring and I notice people are not paying attention, they're not engaging, they don't care about the playthrough, the you know, the attention is dwindling massively, then it's going to be a fail. You understand? It is. It's going to be a fail. And that's why I am nervous about this new game plus. At least it's a shorter run. So even if that starts to happen, all right, let's just commit. Let's try to finish it. As opposed to if I'm doing new game, you know, we're talking this could take months to get through, and it's going to be balanced with other stuff, and it's not going to be the priority. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm concerned about. And it's tough. It's tough to make these kind of decisions as a full-time streamer and a content creator. I'm about to make a huge commitment to my channels, to the content, to the streams, depending on what I do with Elden Ring tomorrow. It's going to be a humongous commitment. And now I'm not sure what to do. It seems like there's no consensus. Just right now in the chat, we've got people who are disagreeing. Some people are saying new game plus, some people are just saying just new game. That no one can decide. And I feel like you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Here's pros and cons, right? So Eternal Napalm says new game plus will guarantee you're going to have all the items when the expansion comes out, right? If you want to see Phil struggle, do new game plus. If you want to see Phil curb stomping, do regular new game. That's the opposite of what I was told. I thought it was going to be the other way around. If you do a new game, you'll absolutely regret it. It will take forever, says Anso Kamaru. New game plus is more fun. It's like the revenge tour, says Turtle Dude. Here you go. Haldol says, well, new game plus means you'll be over-leveled and overpowered for when the DLC comes out. You see? Now, Billy hit it on the head. He absolutely hit it on the head. He says, it's your stream. Choose what you think is best for you. People are just going to complain no matter what you do, so just do whatever. I mean, that's a given. That is an absolute positive given. That no matter what Darkside Phil does on the internet, it is wrong. It doesn't matter if I listen directly to what my viewers said or not. No matter what I do, it was the wrong choice. It was the wrong thing to do. And I'm a horrible person and a horrible content creator. And right now, if the earth opened up and Satan came out and grabbed me and shoved a red hot poker up my ass and dropped me down into the depths of hell for all of eternity, only good things could come from it, right? All right, maybe that's a little overdramatic. A little overdramatic. But you get the point I'm making. Is that it never seems that, it never seems to me like no matter what I do, there's no consensus. Right? It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're damned. House of the damned. Hobo access for either option. Do you think after beating it, you would respec back to a melee build for the DLC? I have no clue. I don't know what I would do. We don't even know what the DLC is, right? It has a name. That's it. That's it. We don't even know what it is. So, Ellipsian says you can still rush things in new game. It won't take much longer. You can look up what you want to do and go straight to it. I'm not looking shit up. I need your help. This is the point I'm making, Ellipsian. I need the buy-in of the audience.
Okay. For the longest fucking time now, I was just fucking letting him go on and on and on because I wasn't fucking giving a shit. But this absolute fucking lazy fucking nature, he is not going to fucking do one iota of research into how to fucking make his own life easier. No, he's going to rely solely and completely on the audience, aka super chats and tips, to fucking help guide him through the fucking game. It's essential to be a fan-funded fucking playthrough. You want to fucking go there? Why don't you fucking contribute in and fucking tell me via super chat or fucking tip? Fuck off, man. Jesus Christ. It's just incredible. The thing is, though, Phil has been guilty of looking shit up a whole lot of times in the past for these fucking games he plays. Like, he'll be struggling, for example, Phil might be on some boss, okay? And he'll be getting his arse handed to him time and time and time and time again. And then all of a sudden he'll go on a wee break, he'll go to the fucking bathroom or whatever, and as soon as when he comes back from this wee break, his actual approach, his tactics will completely magically change. And instead of fucking him doing the same shit he was doing over and over again, he'll suddenly fucking realise, oh, this is what I need to fucking do. Like, he'll just magically start doing the right shit out of the fucking blue. And all of a sudden it'll be easy for him. I was like, I don't know why I struggled so much in that. You see it all the time, no matter, all these fucking games he plays, even as recently as the Resident Evil fucking gameplay. The fucking, you know, replaying that fucking village, Resident Evil, the village. You know, like, that shit as well, you could see it there. For some of the boss battles, not shit. Like, he knew immediately where to fucking run. So, it's just this... He looks up guides anyway. He is bullshitting his audience right here, because he absolutely fucking looks up guides.
You understand? If we do New Game Plus, I have everything already. All I need to do is go through the game and hit the necessary points to beat it and make a new build. If we're doing New Game starting over, I do need the buy-in from the audience that you guys are going to help me. I'm not looking up shit. I'm not going to sit here with a fucking guide. It's boring as dirt. You guys got to help me through it. That's the point. It's supposed to be an interactive run. The first run was not. The first run was the cold turkey, explore around, do things for myself run. The second run is meant to be the interactive run. You understand? That's the point I'm making here. That's the entire reason we have this segment of the show today. Is to say, this is the interactive run. I need to buy it. If I don't get the buy-in from people that they're going to help me with the second run, then fuck it. I'm doing New Game Plus no matter what. So it's either New Game Plus or the buy-in run. You get it? Excuse me. It's disgusting. That's absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry about it.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. I came out of the fucking blue. So we can take a burp on the board as well, thank fuck for that. We have our first burp of the fucking stream. That shit was long overdue.
About that. Okay. Everyone says do a poll. I mean, I could do a poll, but we have 400 people on the stream. I don't think that's going to be representative of the entire audience. But we could do it. I would easily do a poll. If you'd like me to do a live poll, we could do one. For those watching on demand, obviously you cannot participate in this poll. I'm curious what your thoughts are. Maybe leave some comments on this video. Let me know which one you would want to see. Let's do a live poll. Okay? So, which run of Elden Ring should DSP do? New Game Plus or New Game with Audience Assist? There you go. There you go. Not that it matters. This is not going to determine what I do, but I guess it's a good way to poll the audience and see what they think. Okay? Alright. The voting is on. It's fast and furious right now.
Just so you guys know.
So let's see what people have to say. Let's leave it at that for now. Let's leave it at that. Let's let people vote. Alright?
Just so you guys know, for Phil's poll, New Game with Audience Assist has 56%. As of right now. We're behind Phil by about a minute or two.
See what they want, and we'll continue on with the show. We'll talk about other topics, and perhaps we'll come back to this later on in the show. See what you guys think. Alright? I'm curious. Alright? Sound good? It's hilarious. Some people are saying everyone does a New Game Plus, so I don't know why you wouldn't just do that. And other people are like, no, New Game Plus isn't fun because you're too powerful. It's like using cheat code. It's like, no one can decide shit. No one knows anything. You don't know what you want, so I don't know what to do. So what I'll do is tomorrow I'll just boot.
Was that a camera point?
No one knows anything. You don't know what you want.
I'm going to call that a camera point, I think. Right there. It's like, there, you guys there. It was a very brief one, but that's definitely a camera point, in my opinion. So, where's camera point? Right fucking there we fucking go. Good shit.
You want, so I don't know what to do. So what I'll do is tomorrow I'll just boot the console up and I'll pick a random game. Maybe we'll start playing, I don't know. Anyway, so, let me know what you think. Let's see what people vote for, but I'm curious. I gotta think about what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow, no matter what, tomorrow we're playing Elden Ring. So Elden Ring, for the first time in about a year, starts tomorrow. But, what will it be? I have absolutely no idea. We won't know until I make a decision. I don't know what I'm making a decision yet. Okay, so there you go. Alright, cool. So, that being said, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be Like a Dragon Ishin heading into the end game. We are near the end of the game. We're in chapter 12 of 14, and for one to understand, 12, 13, and 14, they are pure story chapters. So tomorrow we'll probably get a couple hours in, and I'm thinking one more stream of Like a Dragon Ishin, we'll probably beat it. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking for a new Late Night Chill stream. However, in April 19th is the Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters being released, and I'm very interested in playing one of those games as a Late Night Chill stream. So we may be looking for something to be a Late Night Chill stream only for a couple of streams, and I'm wondering what we could do for that. I don't know, maybe we should jump on Game Pass and see what's on there and play a game a couple times on Game Pass just to kill some time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, we will. When we get to that point, we'll figure that out. We'll tackle it as it approaches. But Oblivion seems like it's going to be continuing on for several more months. It really does. It seems like we still got guild quest lines, the main quest line, and then there's DLCs that you guys are telling me you want. So it seems like Oblivion is going to keep rolling on, okay? Which Final Fantasy will I play first in my ruin? Well, I'm going to say I don't want to play 4 or 6. We've already played those multiple times. It's either going to be 1, 2, 3, or 5. The question is, which do you guys want to see first? I've played 5 before, and I really like the game. It actually has a really good soundtrack and some great gameplay elements, but I don't like the story. I think the story's kind of cliche in the game. 1, 2, and 3, I've played 1 and 2 before, but only once, and I don't really remember them that well. I never finished 3 because I thought it was boring as dirt, but I was playing the 3D remake on the 3D, or on the DS, so maybe I would like this one better because this is more the original game. I don't know. It'll be up to you guys. I really don't mind. I would play any of them. Keep in mind, they're not continuous. It's not like it's a continuous plot line going on. They're not. They're all separate stories. So you could really play them in any order. It doesn't really matter. And this is the Pixel Remaster, so they're all going to look, redone. So I would say up to you guys. Whatever you want would be the order of Final Fantasy. I'm down for whatever, okay? Okay, so that's the streaming. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it's going to be more Silent Hill and more Oblivion. And then Friday, it's going to be more Elden Ring and more Like a Dragon Ishin. Saturday is our usual DSP versus the Internet day, which, by the way, if you were waiting for me to post up the thread...
Okay, what the fuck is he
Like a
holding?
Dragon Ishin, Saturday is our usual DSP versus the Internet day, which, by...
What the hell is this crap? What is this? Is that a stress ball? So it could be a stress ball, yeah. Surprised he's got the fucking energy and strength to fucking squeeze it with his fucking noodle arms.
By the way, if you were waiting for me to post up the threads to nominate videos for this weekend's React show, DSP versus the Internet, those threads are already live over on DSP React. So please head over there and please post up your videos. Your standard members are competing, first come, first serve. Ultra members are guaranteed to get their videos watched no matter what. So head over, check it out. All right, and let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay, let's get that show going. Let's get those videos nominated. This is my hand exerciser. If you're wondering what it is, I know it is the day after Easter. It looks like an egg, but it's my hand exerciser. So.
It does not look like a fucking thing that is, suitable for, it looks not safe for work.
Wondering what it is. I know it is the day.
Is a piece of fucking garbage.
Jesus fucking Christ. It doesn't look great, does it? Like, it does be a potential thumbnail, maybe. I don't know. Oh my fucking god. It's like, I don't know, is this even thumbnail material worthy? I don't know, it's a strange one. Phil holding up some random ass egg. I will of course, see what it looks like, We'll test the waters. I don't think it's better than the thumbnail I've already got though, this one's a good one, in my opinion. But we'll see how this one looks when I try and crop it out and all that crap. So hold on, let's just a wee quick copy paste. I need to, I'll say, there's a couple of wee things. Phil's t-shirt seems to have been cropped as well here. This is transparent as well. They've fucked up Phil's insides. That's kind of strange. Now look at it. It might have done it the same here, I'm not sure. No, I think it's fine. Like, this is normal. This survived here, but this didn't survive. Phil's t-shirt got cropped too as well. Bizarrely. Yeah, this is still the fucking winner for sure.
Day after Easter, it looks like an egg, but it's my hand exerciser, so. Okay, so very good, right? And that's going to be the week, heading into the weekend and stuff like that. And of course, as of this weekend into next week, that's when some of these new releases are going to start to come out. So once these start to come out, then we can tackle them and see what do you want to play and stuff like that. Okay. All right. One other thing. Last night I saw Top Gun Maverick. The entirety of the movie in one sitting. I actually didn't think I would, and I started watching it, and I got hooked. I couldn't stop watching. It must be something to do with that stud Tom Cruise. Like, I just started seeing him, on the screen. I was like, dude, I can't stop watching this guy. He's just such a manly fucking Adonis. I had to keep watching. So I saw the whole movie, and I will be reviewing that movie either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm definitely reviewing it by the end of my streaming week. I'd like to review it tonight. I just want to see if time permits tonight. Okay, so so anyway. Yes, I'll be reviewing that. probably tonight over on DSP Reacts. We'll see. If not, it'll be tomorrow. So for those who are interested, I mean, you know, Top Gun Maverick was one of the biggest movies of last year. A lot of people were talking about it constantly. Some people went and saw it multiple times to theaters and stuff. I didn't, but now I saw it, and I'm down to talk about it. I hope you will join me when I do that, either tonight or tomorrow, okay, over on DSP Reacts. So now, I know what my next review is going to be already. I figured it out. Are you ready for this? In an unprecedented move, for the first time ever, a DC Comics movie, within 1 month of theatrical release, has already gone digital. Yeah, that movie is called Shazam! Fury of the Gods. The movie absolutely tanked in theaters. And because it tanked, they said, oh shit, we got to get this to digital distribution right away. So it's already on HBO Max, I believe. So since it is, I'm going to double check that, because I'm pretty sure it is. I want to watch that next, as long as it's on there. Actually, I haven't checked yet. Let's see. They said it was going digital right away. Oh no, it's not. Seriously? It's not. It's not on here yet. The first one is, though. Yeah, I might. Okay, now I don't know. I thought it was on there, and it's not. I thought they said that it was on there. It's not. Son of a bitch. Because I was like, oh, that'd be good. I never saw the first one. So I was thinking, much like with the Sonic movie, I was going to watch the second one first. But I guess it's not on there, and I'm definitely not paying to rent it or whatever. So anyway, I guess we'll... My list got stuck to my hand exerciser here. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. I got to think of the next movie. The next movie I'm going to watch is going to be over the next week. Probably mid to late this week I'll watch, and I'll review it on DSP Reacts. So I'll see what happens. I thought this was going to be on there, but maybe it's not. Oh, is that true? Someone just said April 16th. Is that true? It's going to be added to HBO Max on April 16th. They're waiting like a week. Oh, okay. Why don't I watch the first one? Because no one's going to want to see 2 Shazam reviews. That's why. Shazam! Fury of the Gods is the brand new one. Everyone said it sucked. Obviously, it's more interesting to find out my opinion on that one than the first one. If I review the first one, no one wants to see a second review back-to-back 2 Shazam movies. So that's what I was thinking. I agree, Swagonito, because you need a new show to follow. If you haven't noticed, there haven't been any really new shows recently. So that's why I've been doing movies. There hasn't been any really new shows to talk about. I'm kind of waiting to see when will the next big hot show be out. And when it comes out, maybe I'll get whatever service it's on. I'll watch it with you guys weekly, and then I can review it like that, you see? Mox Ray says, watch the Suicide Squad James Gunn movie so I can watch the Peacemaker series. All right, I'll think about it. Because Top Gun was, by the way, Top Gun Maverick, if I couldn't stop watching it, I think that says something, right? So, well, I'll review that, and then I'll think about it this week. Maybe I will watch that this week, then, since we have to wait on Shazam, because I was really interested in Shazam! Fury of the Gods, but now it's not on there yet. So, all right, hold on. I'm going to go put my list back. Okay. Cool. So that's what's going on with the schedule, everyone. A couple other quick things. As you can see, we have a daily goal for members today, being that we are doing Silent Hill 3 HD today. First time I'm playing Silent Hill in years. And, you know, a nice chill stream tonight and a full day of streaming. I put a humble 6-member goal there for the day. I'm hoping that we get 6 new members by the end of today. If you join, thank you so much. If you give some memberships to the channel, likely we're going to have more people on today's stream than we usually do because it is Silent Hill and people like horror. Today will be a good day to give to the community if you were thinking of supporting this channel, okay? So thanks for that, and of course, think of all the great benefits you get being a member. Emotes, chat crown badge, avoiding slow mode on streams, highlighted, you know, name and messages in both comments and the live streams. You get priority for my Q&A show, Ask the King, every 2 months, amongst many other things. You know, someone even said, are you going to bring back a viewer's choice playthrough at some point? And I was like, yeah, I think what I'll do is in the summer, when things are slowing down, because it looks like May and June, things are going to pick up for new releases. But probably July, it'll slow down. So maybe in June, we do viewer's choice. People will nominate, vote on games, and we'll pick a new summertime viewer's choice playthrough. And it would be members of the channel who have priority for stuff like that, you see? So anyway, please consider becoming a member. You get a lot of benefits, helps out the channel. It's a good time all around, all right? Thank you for that. Geez, outside of that, I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I need to hit up? There's like one news story I want to talk about today, but I think we covered all the bases of everything going on right now, really. What do you think of the news story? What was the news story? I forgot it. I totally forgot the news story I was going to talk about. Let's see. Oh, this is kind of exciting, actually. So, how many of you have seen those 3D, and when I mean 3D animation, Resident Evil movies? I've seen a few of them. There was one, there was an outbreak in an airport, and they were fighting these zombies in an airport. And that was a really weird one. I was like, an airport, huh? Of all the places to be fighting, like, these enemies, these monsters or whatever. I saw at least two of them. I can't remember the other one that I saw. But anyway, there's a new one coming out, and it's the first time they've done one of these in many, many years. It's called Biohazard Death Island. Now listen to this. It is starring Jill Valentine, Leon Kennedy, Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, and Rebecca Chambers, all in the same movie. Yes, it's the first time ever that this cast has ever been united for a Resident Evil project. Usually they're crossovers in games or whatever, and they've been shuffled around, but never before have you actually seen the cast of original Resident Evil characters all in one outing, and that's exactly what this movie is supposed to be. It's coming out on July 7th, 2023, and it's probably going to be digital. I don't think these movies usually are all digital release. I don't think they've ever had a theatrical release for them. People are obviously hyped, but here's the weird thing about it. You ready for this? Jill has her Resident Evil 3 remake look, meaning she kind of looks like Mila Jovovich. For some reason, she looks like Mila Jovovich in that game. I don't know why they did that, okay? But Leon, Chris, Claire, and Rebecca all look like they're from the games, the other games, the regular ones. And it's like, so they redesigned one of them, but the rest of them look like the classic models. It's really confusing. It's like, why did they do that? They just did Resident Evil 4 remake. Why doesn't Leon look like the model in that? Right? And Chris, I mean, Chris looks so different in, like, Village and stuff. Why doesn't he look like that? He does it. Like, it's so odd. Okay? So anyway, Resident Evil fans are going crazy. They're like, oh, this is the coolest thing. We've never seen these characters cross over like this before. And to finally, see them all together in one event would be exciting. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've seen these CGI movies before. They're okay. Like, they're good action romps, but I don't think they're meant to be canon in the Resident Evil universe. If you haven't noticed, they're never referenced in the games. Like, never. So I think they're supposed to be similar to, say, you ever see the Dragon Ball Z animated movies? They're nice ideas, but they're more like what-if scenarios, and they're doing things that are supposed to be like supplemental content to the universe, but they're not necessarily canon with the story of the show. And I kind of feel like that's what these movies are, too. They're fun. They're exciting, right? They're nice in that regard, but they're not meant to be canon experiences, okay? So, I don't think that they're continuous or contiguous, whatever the word is. Maybe I'm wrong, but they never said, like, when I was watching them, I was like, this doesn't seem like this is in line with what happens in the games, you know? There was a whole, I remember in one of them, there's a terrorist organization that got a hold of the virus, and I think that was the airport one, where a terrorist organization got a hold of the virus and let it loose at the airport or something, and it's like, what? Like, that never happened. Anyway, I think it's exciting. We haven't seen a movie like this in ages. Like, I can't remember the last time they did a CGI Resident Evil movie. So that's kind of cool. I think what is Resident Evil has been popular now for a while now. 7, 8, and now these remakes. So now they're like, strike when the fire is hot. You know, I think these movies were originally coming out around the time of Resident Evil 5 and 6, and that's when it was on a downward trend. So now they figure, it's on up and up again, so let's start throwing more movies out, right? So that's cool. I'm serious, people are arguing in the chat about this. No, they're all canon. No, they're not. Some of them are canon, some of them are not. People can't even agree in my own chat. So, no wonder there's confusion, right? Okay. The newer Dragon Ball movies are canon. I'm talking about the Dragon Ball Z movies. Like, for example, there's Dragon Ball Z movies that there's no way they could happen. If you're following the timeline of the show, there's no times when these characters were at these power levels to have this fight. You understand? It's like, when did Goku do this? He was either in the afterlife or he came back later and he was Super Saiyan. So how the hell could he have had this movie happen? It didn't happen. It's just a what-if scenario, you see? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Anyway, so that's coming out. That's the only news I saw today. I didn't really see much else news. In other news, I guess everyone's losing their verified check marks. I think I lost mine this morning on Twitter. They're finally going through with it. And no, I'm not planning on paying for Twitter. Like I said, what do I really use my Twitter for? I use it to post up my schedule once a day. I use it every once in a while to give you guys a thought or an update. And I clone that on my YouTube channels, right? I put that onto my YouTube community page or whatever. So I'm not paying for YouTube Premium. There's no point. I don't think I would get anything out of it that would be beneficial. I don't use my Twitter enough to care. It would be one thing if, like, Twitter was this critical, essential tool. But if you didn't hear, like, Twitter polls are now useless. Twitter polls, only people who are paid, verified, can even vote in a Twitter poll. No one else can. Well, guess what? I know the vast majority of people who follow me on Twitter aren't. So if I do a poll, what, like 20 people are going to be able to vote? So there's no point in ever doing a Twitter poll ever again. They're completely worthless. Elon is, like I said, he is systematically, did I say YouTube Premium? I meant Twitter Blue. Twitter Blue is what it's called. There's absolutely no reason to get it. I'm not getting Twitter Blue. Again, unless they add a significant feature that I feel like I would use. And I've been waiting for them to say, hey, Twitter Blue has this great advantage that you can use for your business. And I've been waiting and waiting, and I haven't heard a single feature. I mean, longer posts. I don't even need a longer post. Edit your post. I don't really care. I don't post enough to care about editing my posts, right? But here's the funny part, too. Unlike a lot of other people who pay for Twitter Blue and think that internet clout is important, I've done viral tweets before. I've had tweets that were giant.
Who fucking cares, for fuck's sake? Jesus fucking Christ. Dashy says he sent a kind of boredom killer thing, you know, he's, I'm not sure how popular this will be. It's a wrestling related thing. This is something that Phil actually might find, you know, interesting. Some wrestling related thing. Claudio Castagnoli performs a UFO. Alright, it's a 13-second clip.
Able to make the cover there, and are you? Will we see this? The UFO! Unidentified flying opponent, no hands!
Aye, that's kind of pretty fucking cool. That's probably worth a fucking copyright claim. Yeah, that was actually pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie, even if you don't fucking like wrestling, the fact that someone can fucking, you know, have the strength to fucking do that, that's fucking impressive. That's like fucking circus shit right there. There we go. Our fucking interest has been piqued a wee bit, you know what I mean? We've actually fucking come back to life, we've seen that. Thank you very much, Dashy, for the boredom killer. Now let's go back to Phil and get bored again. Bingo's going quite well, to be fair. Bingo's going quite decently.
Got like hundreds of thousands, well, okay, I think it was like 80,000 likes and retweets and shit like that. Guess how much it benefit me and my content on YouTube? 0. Twitter internet clout isn't worth shit. It does absolutely nothing for you or your business. It's worthless. Elon Musk bought a business for fucking around on the internet that has absolutely no beneficial impact to anyone except fucking around on the internet. And he spent billions of dollars on it. Now that's a genius move, isn't it? Let that one sink in. So no, I'm not paying this guy money to use the site that I get nothing.
You know, I feel like he really does care about fucking not having Twitter clout anymore. In fact, let's just search the words verified on Twitter, on PigPigGo, okay? And we'll see what comes up. And I was like, oh, what are you looking at? It's a video for Phil. Back in the fucking day, Phil was a happy chappy.
What's going on, everyone? Phil here with a special vlog. I got big news. I've got something very positive that's happened after, I'm not even kidding you, I'm not over-exaggerating here, 5 years of effort that I've put into this, alright? It's official as of today. I am considered verified on Twitter, which means my Twitter handle, @TheyCallMeDSP, has the official check mark next to the name. And what this basically means is a few things, alright? Number one, it means that this is my official Twitter account. And this is a good thing, because as you know, I use Twitter a lot directly tied to my business, whether it's schedule updates that I post up there at night, so that every night you know what to expect coming the next day, whether it's interactions with fans, answering viewers about questions and stuff, people notify me of things going on in the gaming industry and stuff like that on Twitter all the time that give me new ideas for streams or gameplay coverage or even series that I can do. In addition, I share a lot of stuff on Twitter, some personal stuff, my thoughts on things, pop culture. I take photos when I go out. My Twitter interactions have gotten way more frequent and a lot more interesting, in particular, I'd say in the past 2 years or so. You know, when I started on YouTube in 2008, Twitter was kind of this thing, but no one really talked about it, and it wasn't really like a popular thing that everyone knew about, and then all of a sudden it blew up in the years of like 2010 to 2012, but even then when I kind of adopted it, I didn't understand what it was for, and I barely used it. Now, finally, I understand how important social interaction and social media is to this.
Okay, those words right fucking there are killing me. Now I understand the importance of social interaction. Phil, usually you learn that as a child. Phil was like fucking mid-30s at this fucking point in time. This is a video from 6 years ago. This was 29th of August 2016. And Phil finally learned the importance of social interaction when he was like 35 years of age. One more time.
Now, finally, I understand how important social interaction and social media is.
Jesus fucking Christ. You can't forget sometimes that Phil says dumb shit like that, you really do.
To the success of an online-based business, okay? Now, not to say that there are people out there who use it for completely the wrong reasons, absolutely. But me, I use it for my business, directly tied. If I didn't have Twitter, Twitter went away overnight, it would be very hard to stay in contact with my viewers, because outside of that, all I could do is make a video, which is me talking at you rather than me saying something and then getting responses and seeing what people say and kind of getting almost getting my finger on the pulse of what's going on in the gaming world. You know what I mean?
So remember, Phil spent 5 years pursuing a check mark on Twitter, and it got taken away from him by Elon Musk. And Phil apparently doesn't fucking care, but he still fucking rants about things less.
Isn't worth shit. Well, okay, I think it was like 80,000 likes and retweets and shit like that. Guess how much it benefit me and my content on YouTube? 0. Twitter internet clout isn't worth shit. It does absolutely nothing for you or your business. It's worthless. Elon Musk bought a business for fucking around on the internet that has absolutely no beneficial impact to anyone except fucking around on the internet. And he spent billions of dollars on it. Now that's a genius move, isn't it? Let that one sink in. So no, I'm not paying this guy money to use the site that I get nothing out of besides posting a schedule up once a day. Okay? It's a waste of my time. Again, I think what it is these people who pay for Twitter Blue think that because they're verified, they're going to get some kind of clout on the internet. It doesn't mean shit. You could have crazy amounts of viral tweets on there. It does absolutely nothing beneficial to you whatsoever. It means it's nothing. It's frivolous. It's worthless. It's nonsense. So that site, it's a shame. You guys were the ones who convinced me to get Twitter over a decade ago. I thought it was worthless at the time. And, you know, over the years, you know, at points, it has had more importance to me over the years, highs and lows. At this point, like I said, I'm really not using it. I post it up once a day. I post up my schedule, right? And you know, if there's any schedule changes or important things happening, I let you know on there, right? But I also echo all of that on my channel pages here on YouTube, whether it's here on DSP Gaming or over on DSP Reacts. I tell you that there too. So as long as you're subscribed to my YouTube channels, you're in the know. You don't really need to follow me on Twitter. That's kind of a superfluous thing. And since I don't care about Twitter, I don't build that following. I put no exclusive content on it. My Twitter hasn't grown in years. Like, I think I've been around 25 to 27,000 followers for like 4 or 5 years because I don't care about it, you know? So just so you guys know, because a lot of people are like, oh, you lost your check mark. I saw multiple people messaging me in the chat this morning and stuff. Like, I don't care. I don't care. It never served me. The only reason I had the blue check mark was because of people impersonating me. Well, now you know, just go to my YouTube channel. You don't need to use Twitter anymore. So who gives a shit, right? It's so funny because now people could buy a check mark and look like they're authentic when they're not, which is funny. So anyway, I don't care that I lost my blue check mark. It means absolutely nothing. And no, I'm not paying for Twitter Blue. Again, unless they add a feature that will benefit me. Maybe they will eventually say, hey, here's a really awesome thing you'll get out of Twitter Blue. Is it worth the $5 or $10 a month or whatever it is? I don't think anything they've added to Twitter Blue has helped at all. There's nothing there. Even when I get notoriety on Twitter for a tweet, it doesn't help my business. So why do I care about prioritizing my tweets by fucking paying for Twitter Blue? That's stupid. So, okay. All right. I think we covered everything. I think we're getting to shoutouts now. So let's start off with the YouTube side of things. And we've got... Now, this is weird. Jade, are you here? Jade, are you around this morning? I know you were here earlier. Are you here? Because I got someone who super chatted referencing you, and I don't like that. Because it sounds like they're trying to put words into your mouth. And if that's the case, I'm just going to ban this person outright. So I'm curious if Jade is here. I'm going to wait for Jade to answer if he's here or not. Because I want to hear what he has to say about this, because this is pissing me off. I don't like these fucking people messing with people in my chat. All right, so I'm going to see what he has to say about this. In the meantime, Liza sold did a super chat. And he said, I got a pair of Dior Air Jordan 1s so I can flex on the broke boys. Alrighty then.
By the way, the super chat Phil was alluding to is, let's see if it's, I'll scroll in Phil's chat and see if I can still fucking find it. I don't know if it's going to be still there. I think it might be gone. Yeah. Somebody gave a super chat earlier on saying that like them and Jade would both buy in to fucking Phil's fucking Elden Ring thing apparently. Basically, it's like saying, okay, the two of us are in and we're going to finance something for you, Phil. So, yeah, Phil is not happy chappy with that and he wants fucking Jade to confirm themselves.
Okay, so Lies for Soul, thank you. That is the latest super chat regardless. Okay. People are saying he is here, but he's not talking right now, so maybe he's not at his device. Jade, when you come back, when I see you talking, I got a question for you, all right? Because I don't like people saying shit and be like, oh, well, this person said this person is saying that. Nah, no. You let people speak for themselves. You don't ever take it upon yourself to speak on behalf of someone else. So if this is the case, this person is just getting their ass right out of my stream right away. But we'll see. Okay.
You speak on behalf of your fans all the time, though, Phil. They have their own fucking voice. They can say whatever the fuck they want, but you fucking speak on their behalf all the goddamn time. It works both ways.
A couple tips came in early this morning, and I think what it is someone was watching my content overnight and I wanted to make a couple comments. So first of all, I received a $1.15 tip from an anonymous tipper overnight. Okay. I don't know what the significance of the 15 is. That's a little weird, but it's an anonymous tip.
I assume that's his top tip, since he's actually fucking typing it on his fucking thing. You know what I mean? He's actually typing it in. That might be his only fucking tip of the day so far. We are 1.25 speed still. I guess we could go faster. 1.5.
It says, let's see here. Oops. Here we go. Caught up. I really enjoyed your ranking videos. It leads to endless possibilities, like maybe ranking the Call of Duty games or the Resident Evil games, maybe fast food joints, etc. I would like to see your take on them. So if you don't know what they're talking about, for the first time ever, on Friday's Birthday Bash Marathon event, I decided to do some tier maker rankings live with the audience. And each one I did was about an hour-long video that was quite fun. I really enjoyed doing those with the live audience. People were adding their takes and kind of arguing with me, pros and cons of certain things like we did. Number one was the best horror movie villains. And number two was the best game consoles of all time. Now, of course, these are flawed, and why they're flawed is because you're reliant on these things that people have set up and what selections are in there, all right? So the horror movie villains, immediately we started noticing there's no Pinhead in here, there's no this character in there. But it is what it is. You know, the game consoles was good, but it definitely was missing a few consoles, and then there was tons of duplicates for some reason. But for a first attempt, I felt it was quite good. I thought it was pretty fun. Those videos are live over on DSP Reacts. That's my sister channel, where I do that kind of content. It's not gameplay or anything, so that's why it's not on this channel. It's always, that kind of content will always be over on DSP Reacts, okay? So head over, give it a look. Let me know what you think, all right? And I would be very happy to do more of those streams in the future. In fact, that kind of content.
In fact, it's on the card, which means we can tick it off, and that is our fucking bingo. So thank you, Phil. Yeah, dick.
Is perfect every once in a while for variety on a late night chill stream. So let's say, for example, every once in a while we're playing games and maybe I beat a game. Like, let's say, for example, we beat Like a Dragonetian in the next week. Maybe we have a stream or two open where we don't really want to start a new game because I'm thinking of doing the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, right? But instead of starting a new chill game for 1 or 2 nights, we do some tier maker rankings live together on the late stream. How would that go? That might be fun, right? Something different, breaking it up. Doesn't always have to be about the gameplay. And as I told you guys, I am trying to diversify myself from just playing games all the time. This could be a cool thing to do over there, I think. Okay? So, thank you for the feedback. I really enjoyed doing it. We had all these ideas. We were thinking fast food rankings, ice cream flavors, horror video games. I mean, Super Mario games. People were coming up with all these ideas. We only had time to do 2. Each one takes about an hour. So that's what I mean. Like, we could definitely make good use of that. It could be a really fun ongoing project that we do from time to time. And if we have like a set date for a marathon, people want it to be like a chunk of a marathon, we could do that too. I'm down for that. I'm totally down for that. So if that sounds like a good idea to you, let me know. I'd be more than down for that. Okay. So thank you there. And then I got another $1 tip. I think this is the same person. I don't know because again, it's anonymous. But they said, just listen to this.
By the way, it'd be very easy to tell it was the same person because Phil, if they got tipped, would have their email address. He can tell for sure if it's the same person, they're likely going to use the same email address when sending you a tip.
Wikipedia, the director, and everyone else collectively agrees that Jason won the fight in the Freddy vs. Jason movie. It was not a draw. Laughing out loud. As an audience member and a fan, you need to be told when you're wrong, sometimes, Phil. Well, I saw the movie in theaters. All right? You didn't. You're a fluke. You're a fake. You're a phony. I saw the movie in theaters. And I remember, at the end of the movie, Jason is walking out of the water, Crystal Lake, with the severed head of Freddy in his hand. Okay? And basically everyone watching the movie in the theater was like, yeah, Jason won. He beat him. Wow, there's a definitive winner. And then all of a sudden, Freddy's eyes open and he smiles and laughs and winks, implying he's not dead, implying the whole thing was a fake. Maybe he faked them out. Maybe he made him think he was dead and he's not. Maybe Jason actually is in a dream. Maybe at some point we went to a dream sequence and you don't know. It's supposed to be an open-ended ending. That was the point. Okay? And then the movie ends. So I remember everyone in the theater walking out and talking about it. So did Jason really win or did Freddy really win and he tricked Jason and that was the point? Everyone was abuzz about the movie when it ended. Okay? Everyone. This is 20 years ago, this movie. To this day, people still talk about that ending. Right? So I don't care what you read on Wikipedia. I don't care if you went to the director's house, you sat him down, you had a little cup of tea, you lifted your little pinky up like this. Excuse me, sir. So in the ending of your movie... Oh, hold on. Pass a biscuit. In the ending of your movie, who was the definitive winner of the fight between Jason and Freddy? I don't care. I know what happened when the movie was out. People were buzzed about that ending because I thought it was well done. All right? So I don't care. You can correct me if you want. You'll still be wrong. No, the thing is, with a movie like that, it's literally open to interpretation for a reason. Why? Because when you don't have a definitive ending to a horror movie, people talk about it, and everyone has their own take. That's the point. That shows the ending of the movie actually was done pretty well, or in a smart way. Because now everyone still talks about it 20 years later. So there you go. Okay. All right. So, there you go. But thank you for those tips. All right. Now, outside of that, I did all the shout outs. We don't have any other things to shout out as of yet. So guys, remember, I'm a crowdfunded individual. I make a living right here on streams with you guys. Although there are some additional things like there's Patreon and there's ad revenue. Primarily, it's your crowdfunding contributions on these streams that keep me afloat and allow me to do what I love for a living. And I really appreciate that. Today, if you like the content I'm putting out, please consider supporting via one of the following methods. Liking the stream. As simple as liking the stream gives the stream engagement, lets more people know I'm here and playing games, and lets more people find me on YouTube. Please give the stream a like if you're enjoying it. A super chat or a super sticker. Ways that you can contribute through YouTube, and they're very nice and help out the channel long term. Memberships or gifted memberships. Yes, that's consistent income. That helps in the long term. And we already talked about that. Today we're going to have increased viewership because of Silent Hill. So please consider that. A tip. Tips are great. Tips help directly. It's stuff I can use right away for important things. And we have reward tiers for tips as well for how much raised on a certain stream. Please consider tipping today if you want to help the stream. So all those things are available, and I'll give you a shout out if you contribute in any of those ways. Thank you in advance to anyone who supports me and my content. I received a $1 tip. It could be from a troll. It is from a troll. So I will ignore it. Ignore the troll. There we go. What a dummy. Okay. Ignore the dummy. Very good. Okay, so by the way, just to give you guys some perspective here, the poll's been running in regards to my Elden Ring new run. 518 votes. It makes no sense because we have 491 viewers. So how we could have 519 votes, I have no idea. It doesn't even make any logical sense. It's like phantom ghosts are coming in and voting on the poll that aren't even on the stream. Isn't that interesting? But anyway, right now, it's neck and neck. 52% say new game with an audience assist, 48% say new game plus. So like I said, it seems like no matter what I do, I'm damned if I do, and I'm damned if I don't. No matter what I choose for Elden Ring tomorrow, half the audience will collectively complain I did the wrong thing. So maybe I just won't play it at all. I think tomorrow I'll be playing Dark Souls 2. What do you think? Dark Souls 2 run? That sounds good to me. I think we're just going to play that instead. Fuck this. Fuck this bullshit.
Wow, how fucking mature and how fucking boring. There's no fucking bingo right there, because Phil said percent. Yeah, so basically Phil cannot comprehend the fact that some people might come and go on a stream. Phil thinks that once you fucking leave a live stream, your vote doesn't count anymore. Phil has 564 votes on his poll right now. He has 502 people watching him right now. But his brain cannot wrap around the simple fact that perhaps people will come and go during a live stream. He is genuinely not intellectually capable of fucking taking in that information and processing it accurately. He thinks that once you fucking leave, the fucking vote just vanishes. I guess that's his fucking thinking anyway, I don't know. But yeah, he's a dumb bastard.
Okay. That should have actually been option for 3, people are saying. Here you go. Exactly right, Casanova. That's what I think it is. It's people watching the restreams. Trolls are watching the restream, and then they come in, they vote, and then they leave again. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, what do you guys want to talk about? We have extra time. Please tag me in the chat if you'd like to talk. A little bit of extra time here. By the way, I didn't even mention we're using the Silent Hill border today for the show. I totally forgot to mention it. Pretty cool that we had these borders for October, and now we're bringing them back as I play more survival horror games this year. That's the cool thing about having a good variety of borders to draw upon. So, pretty neat, right? Very nice. No, I'm not aware that today's an Easter Monday and it's celebrated in Poland. I know nothing about that. There you go. I'm aware that Persona 5 Royal is on Game Pass. Thank you, Wolf's Paradox. Dark Souls in the summer, says John Smith. John Smith wants me to play Dark Souls in the summer. There you go. Pickleman says, hope your day's going good. What sort of questions do you have for you today? For Pickleman? All right, Pickleman, how about this? What is your favorite kind of pickle? And I'm not talking about a human appendage. I'm talking about an actual edible like cucumber that's cured in vinegar. What's your favorite type of pickle? Great Phoenix did a super chat. He says, will you use Spirit Ashes in your Elden Ring playthrough? Probably not. I think the Spirit Ashes are fine to use if you're doing a special run for them, or if you're someone who's not good at Souls games, you haven't played them before. I feel like it's meant to be an assist or a crutch for someone who just wants to play it and doesn't really care about mastering the game system. I personally have played them all. I would rather challenge myself. I don't think I'm using them. I don't see the point. So there you go. Lights for Soldiers did a super chat and says, are you going to watch the Barbie movie? I don't know. Would it be on demand somewhere? If it was on demand somewhere and I was going to review it, but I wouldn't like just choose to watch that out of the blue. I don't think. Doesn't seem like it's my cup of tea. Just saying. And by the way, there should be pop-ups for those super chats soon. Just that there seems to be a big delay recently with the super chat and YouTube side stuff. I don't know why there's that big of a delay, but there has been a delay. Give it a few minutes here. You'll see the pop-ups come up over here. Very weird. Pickleman says, I prefer dill. People are saying disgusting things about me in the chat. Well, that's really unfortunate, and they shouldn't. You like dill? Dill's good. I think dill, the reason dill pickles are good is because they cleanse your palate. If you're eating something and you have a dill pickle, it like cleans out all those flavors in your mouth, correct? As opposed to like a gherkin or the sweet pickles, those emphasize flavor and can add to like a sandwich or something you're eating. But I don't think that those really have the same cleansing properties as a dill. There you go. Let's see here.
God, it's like you just use words you hear randomly to try and sound smarter.
I received a tip. It's another troll. I'm not going to read this. I'm not going to read the nonsense. Let's see here. Philip did a super chat. He says, your pool decided. Do not detract your viewers. Your pool decided. Do not attract your viewers. Your pool decided. Do not detract your viewers. I wish I had a pool. That'd be nice. I think he's trying to say your poll decided, but the word detract doesn't make any sense in this statement either. What you need to use the internet translation tool, okay? So you take that statement, your pool decided do not detract your viewers. You feed it, you snake it into the internet translation tool, okay? And you have to crank, and there's a bunch of boop, and then it comes out, and it says, hey, you just ran a poll. Please adhere to that poll so that way you're in line with what your viewers want. At least I've been doing this long enough that I can kind of understand what people are saying, even when they're not saying it. I understand what you're saying, but you also have to understand that this is a poll where 578 people have voted, even though we only have 500 viewers on the stream. And there's going to be way more than 500 people watching the playthrough. You understand that? There's going to be people watching live. There's going to be people watching on demand. This is not my whole audience. But it is, I guess I would say this is a good, what's the word? I'm trying to think of my statistics class. What they would call this. A good, a sample. That was a squeaky break. Did you hear that, Jasper? Someone has a squeaky break outside. But this is a good, I would say this is a good, wow, someone's really squeaky breaks out there. Who is that? You heard that? A ratio, a sample size. That's what I say, a sample size. It's a pretty good, it's an interesting sample size, I would say. All right? Right now, the poll is neck and neck. 50-50. I'm not shitting you. It's 50-50 right now. Yeah, 50-50%. No, John Meister, we already talked about this. I'm not doing the Horizon DLC this month. There's no point. No one liked the original playthrough to begin with. I liked the game more than my viewer audience, and my audience was upset that I spent as much time on it as I did. There's no way I'm going back and spending more money on it. So. Why are we going against the poll? Who said we're going against the poll? No one said we're going against the poll, and the poll is tied 50-50 anyway. So what are you even talking about?
There you go. What are you even talking about? That is good enough for me. And that's another fucking bingo, so cool stuff. We are 5 away from a full house. By the way, Phil has 89 likes. We might get a free space for Phil's likes.
Bojangles, I don't even know what you're talking about either. Seriously, people are just being stupid. I don't even know what you're talking about.
In case you're wondering what Bojangles said in a super chat, and Bojangles I don't think was leaned. No, Bojangles was not leaned for a super chat. Bojangles said, you make fun of him, but Jade is regarded. Lol, what? That is what Bojangles said. And for some reason, Phil has not leaned Bojangles. Maybe it's because Bojangles is a regular or something. But yeah. Bojangles calling Phil out, and Phil pretending not to understand what he's talking about.
Weird. Would I consider getting a cat walking harness for Jasper? No, because he's not an outdoor cat. He doesn't have front claws. He's fronty clawed. And if, God forbid, something were to happen, he can't defend himself, really. So the answer is no, I would not take him outside. That would be very, very unfair, and it would be very unsafe for him.
I think, Jasper has proven he can defend himself using his back claws. Your fucking arm getting torn to shreds is proof of that. What a fucking day that was.
God forbid he was a wild animal or a dog or something out there and he can't defend himself. I've seen both Silent Hill movies, Guts. Yes, I have. The first one is not a bad movie. I actually think it's quite scary and interesting. The second movie was shit. It was really bad. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what the squeak was. It must have been a truck outside because I don't hear it anymore. It sounded like there was a noisy truck outside doing a U-turn or something. Oh, man. Would I be open to doing a comparison video for the two Shazam movies so you don't have to do two separate reviews? But that would imply I have to watch both movies. Let's not talk about Shazam. That idea was a bad one because I thought it was out and it's not out yet. Let's talk about it when the movie's actually out on demand. It's not. I think the idea someone said watch Suicide Squad James Gunn version and then maybe watch some of Peacemaker. I think I might do that next. We'll see. I'm more of a DC or Marvel fan. I was always reading Marvel comics when I was growing up. I was reading all the X-Men and some Spider-Man, stuff like that. I only got into DC with the death of Superman. I kind of liked that plot line, and I read some of that, and I never really actively read DC. No. I was more to the DC Comics cartoons, like the Batman animated series and stuff like that. I never played Sonic Unleashed. No, I did not. Shazam 1 is a good Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie? I didn't even know that. I don't know if I'm playing Dead Island 2 yet. It's undecided. Jasper, do you want me to look out the window and see what the noise is? There's noises. He's all like bothered by them now outside. Let's see what they are. Let's see what these noises are, buddy. Let's figure this out.
And he just fucks off from doing his job, so him and his cat can look at a fucking window.
It's not here. It's over. It's always over there. It's seriously always over there. It's not here, buddy. Don't worry, Jasper. It's always our noisy people that are behind our community, because we have a back gate that closes off our private community, and the people on the street behind there are noisy ass. Fucking, they make so much noise. They're always doing something. They're doing renovations in their yard. They have a noisy ass fucking truck coming by or something. They're always making noise, and it makes Jasper freak out because he doesn't know what it is. El Grey Zoro says, do you think the new Shazam and Ant-Man movies show the decline of superhero movies? Maybe it does. I don't know, because I haven't seen them. Perhaps it does. Mox says, I cannot wait for Jedi Survivor playthrough because I'm not even a big Star Wars fan, but it looks great. Yeah, the last one was good. The last Star Wars Jedi game was really, really good. So I'm excited for it, too. I have not seen any of Secession. I don't even know what it is. I know it's a show on HBO Max. I don't even know what it is. Never watched it. Jeremy says, you're lucky you're not a Star Wars fan. It went way downhill since Disney purchased it, and it just keeps getting worse. You know, I was a fan of Star Wars in the early 90s when they re-released them in theaters. I actually enjoyed going there and watching them with my dad. My dad and I saw the Star Wars movies together in the theaters. And I got into them for a little bit, and then they had the new trilogy, and I saw those. But outside of that, this modern stuff I'm not really into, so. AJ Normals is so excited for Silent Hill. My favorite was always Silent Hill The Room. It's part 4. Played that one before. I actually really liked it. Cool. No, Obi-Wan Shinobi. He says, do you do any regular outdoor activities like fishing, hiking, or camping? Number 1, I just don't have time. I'm here 6 days a week full-time working for you guys. I don't have free time to go do that shit. And number 2, my wife doesn't like that stuff anyway. So the answer is no, we don't do anything like that. Do I have a big family? No. I do have relatives, but sadly, like I told you guys, as I was growing up, all right, something happened in my family where all my family members...
Hold on, what was the question? Do I have a good family? Let's slow us down to 1.25. We're at 1.5 there, by the way. Let's go slow down.
Do I have a big family? No.
Do I have a good family? No. Fuck, Jesus Christ, man. Like, also, if people always have fucking issues in their fucking families, but just to outright saying my family's not fucking good. They're fucking family. Make the fucking most of them. They're not all... What the fuck is wrong with him? Especially fucking talking about it openly and fucking brazenly to his fucking audience. Fuck off. Do you have a big family? I thought I had a good family. Hold on.
Do I have a big family? No. I do have relatives, but sadly, like I told you guys, as I was growing up, all right?
I could have sworn I said good family. I guess I'm fucking hearing things in. My bad. I genuinely thought somebody asked him today that they have a fucking good family. And Phil's fucking bitching and whining about it, you know, okay, fair enough, Phil said big. I thought I said good, but it's okay. Apparently Brad Burning here good as well. Thank you for the fucking sympathy, Brad. I do appreciate it.
Something happened in my family where all my family members started like hating each other. And I don't know what the cause of it was, because I wasn't involved. You know, I was growing up having my own teenage life or whatever with my friends, and I was traveling to play Street Fighter. And behind the scenes, all my relatives started like hating each other. We stopped getting together for holidays and stuff. And I actually, to this day, don't actually know what the root cause of that was. It was kind of sad. And then over time, you know, people moved away or passed away. And so now I really don't have much of an active family besides my parents. That's about it. I don't talk to anyone else, or anyone else who we were friendly with has gotten elderly and or passed away. And, you know, it's sad. I remember the days when I was growing up and went, for example, Christmas, always getting together with family. We would go to my great aunt's house on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we would go over to my godfather's house, and we would have all these fun family things that we would do together, you know? But it went away over time, and I'm just like, no contact with anyone. I know, you know, do I have second cousins? Yes, I do. Do I have first cousins? Yes, I do. Do I talk to them? No. Everyone had a falling out, and people just stopped talking to each other. And again, it literally had nothing to do with me.
This is such a fucking... So Phil never bothered his arse to fucking check in his family and see, look, is everything okay? What happened? It's like, I was like, Phil has no interest though. Phil generally has no fucking passion or care to reach out to his fucking family members and make sure everything's okay and make sure they're okay. And no. Phil just is only focused on doing his own the goddamn thing. He can bitch and whine all he wants about fucking being kept to the goddamn loop, but he has not made one fucking bit of effort whatsoever, it seems, to fucking try and find out for himself what the fuck the situation was. I'll share something with you guys. It's not too fucking personal. My father, when he was alive, before, you know, so he had a falling out with some people in his family, on his sister's side mainly. He had So my father was one of 5 siblings, you know, so he had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, so altogether, you know, 3 brothers and 2 sisters overall. But he fell out with one of his sisters big time, massively. Did not talk to her for a long fucking time, years and years. Thankfully though, they fucking, you know, they made up eventually over time. It took time for them to fucking make up, and thankfully though, they all kind of got on. Also, I mean, it's like, it's one of those fucking things where it's like they did eventually fucking make the time to talk to each other and fucking make sure things got fucking resolved. And it's just one of those fucking things where it's like, you know, that it's just, it would have been better, it would have been nice to fucking happen sooner, you know what I mean? It's bad when fucking family leave things on bad terms, you know? And it's good to fucking talk and try and just establish what the fucking problem is, so try and get fucking through it or whatever, you know what I mean? Phil is ignorant of what the fucking problem is, and he's not even fucking bothered his arse to look into it, it seems. He wasn't told about it, so he's not going to fucking look into it further. And he's fucking happy with that. So yeah, Agent Proper's asking what's going on. Phil's fucking talking about his family. I'll rewind to Agent Proper. How's that? I'll rewind it for you because it's not far into it. Basically, Phil was asked about his family. He was asked, do you have a big family? Not, do you have a good family? I misheard that. But he was asked, do you have a big family? And he went into this fucking strange story about how his family fell out. And I'm just fucking saying, well, it's kind of fucking rich that Phil never even bothered his arse to fucking look into himself. He could do so. He has the power to do so, but he chooses not to.
Something happened in my family.
Here we go. The full story.
Do I have a big family? No. I do have relatives, but sadly, like I told you guys, as I was growing up, alright, something happened in my family where all my family members started like hating each other. I don't know what the cause of it was, because I wasn't involved. You know, I was growing up having my own teenage life or whatever with my friends, and I was traveling to play Street Fighter. And behind the scenes, all my relatives started like hating each other. We stopped getting together for holidays and stuff. And I actually, to this day, don't actually know what the root cause of that was. It was kind of sad. And then over time, you know, people moved away or passed away. And so now I really don't have much of an active family besides my parents. That's about it. I don't talk to anyone else, or anyone else who we were friendly with has gotten elderly and or passed away. And, you know, it's sad. I remember the days when I was growing up and, for example, Christmas, always getting together with family. We would go to my great aunt's house on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we would go over to my godfather's house, and we would have all these fun family things that we would do together, you know? But it went away over time, and I'm just like, no contact with anyone. I know, you know, do I have second cousins? Yes, I do. Do I have first cousins? Yes, I do. Do I talk to them? No. Everyone had a falling out, and people just stopped talking to each other. And again, it literally had nothing to do with me. It wasn't that I got into arguments with anyone or anything. It was all the other family hated each other, so everyone just broke contact and moved on with their lives and moved away or whatever. And I'm like, well, at least I can say I wasn't responsible. I had nothing to do with it. No one ever had problems with me or drama with me when I was growing up. I had my own shit going on. Oh, let's see here. Arkham's Best just hit me $1.25, so I'm just getting to the stream. Not sure if you decided what you're playing in April yet. Dredge is $25. It's about 12 to 15 hours long and a perfect vibe for a night stream. I will have to think about that. We will have some late night chill streams open soon. Once we beat Like a Dragon Ishin, it's kind of up in the air what we're going to be doing. So Dredge is a possibility. I don't know if you guys are interested in Dredge or not. I guess it's supposed to be a horror-themed fishing game. However that works, I don't know yet, but it sounds interesting.
The fuck was that face?
I guess it's supposed to be a horror-themed fishing game.
Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. What the fuck? What in the absolute ever-loving fuck was this face? Do I have like a fucking good freeze frame of it? There you go. There we go. I think that's the best clearest freeze frame. What in the hell is this? Like, bear with me 2 seconds. What the hell sort of dumbass fucking weird face is this? Okay, bear with me. Okay, as you know, I'm gonna fucking see how it looks for a potential thumbnail. This is definitely a rival for this one. This is the winner so far. This one didn't work out too well. Phil holding a weird fucking egg, whatever. But this one is the winner so far. Let's see how our new candidate does for potential thumbnail for tomorrow. Jesus Christ. Again, it removed Phil's t-shirt. It assumed that Phil's t-shirt was part of the background, which is very odd. But it cropped out most of the rest of it, you know what I mean? So I guess if I was doing this as a thumbnail, I could just, you know, show it from, like, you know, here upwards and screw the fucking bottom half. But yeah, this face, this face is probably going to win. Kind of weird little angle here as well. Is it Phil's chair? Yeah, it included part of Phil's chair right there when I tried to remove the background, thinking it's a part of his like face. So Phil kind of looks like he's got gills here on one side because it included a chair, as bizarre as it is. But yeah, it's a weird face Phil made for some reason. I don't understand why he did it.
However that works, I don't know yet, but it sounds interesting. It certainly sounds unique and interesting, right? Do I think the Borderlands movie will be good? Am I looking forward to it? No and no. How about that? No and no. Double no. Did I play Knuckles Chaotix? Yes, I bought it many, many, many years later. When I first started being a YouTuber, I actually bought a Genesis with a 32X attachment, and I played Knuckles Chaotix. It's a super easy game. It's so easy. It's like piss easy. How often do I talk to my parents? Once a week. Once a week, we have a very thorough conversation about how we're all doing. I'm just ending the poll, by the way, because the poll ended perfectly tight at 50%, because basically idiotic people watching restreams came in and said, hey, let's fuck this poll up so Phil can't use it. So fuck you. I'm not going to use the poll. I'm just going to have to figure out what I want to do overnight. Right? Or I'll take your feedback in today and see what you guys have to say, but it tied at 50%. So.
See, Head was asking, can we count that as a creepy whisper, when Phil kind of leaned into the microphone, but he didn't really whisper.
No and no.
So,
do I think the Borderlands movie will be good? Am I looking forward to it? No and no. How about that? No and no.
see, that's not a whisper. That's not a whisper, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He's clearly speaking at an audible kind of volume. He's leaning in to talk more and emphasise it, but he's not whispering there. You know, I don't think we... Would you guys count that as a creepy whisper? Is creepy? Yes. Phil on screen any fucking time. 100% of the time. Creepy. But that is not a fucking whisper.
Double no.
So yeah, that's why I didn't take that, because he's clearly not whispering, in my opinion.
I have to say, but it tied at 50%. So. No, I've not seen the Blue Beetle movie trailer.
Doomtrain's asking when's the last time I had a full house. Actually, it wasn't that long ago. It was last Thursday. We had a full house, but the winner has not come forward yet. The winner has until after Thursday to claim the prize. I made a community post saying, we won the full bingo. If you check my community page on YouTube, you'll actually see details and the card. So, the guy's not got in touch with me yet. I don't think he even attends streams anymore. If he's got a week to claim it and to claim the prize, and if he doesn't fucking claim it, then I'm giving the money to Jasper's Angels. Hey, Liquid Color, what's up?
Would I react to older films for nostalgia and do a when I watched I was younger compared to my perspective now kind of a deal? Maybe. There are a lot of nostalgic movies I watched when I was younger, and I haven't seen them in many years. Maybe if I watched them today, they wouldn't hold up. I don't know. Ruffian Forever says it was not tied. Standard new game was way ahead, then Trolls came in and skewed it. I know Ruffian Forever. I saw it. I'm not stupid. I saw what happened. It wasn't a ton. It was like maybe 4 or 5% that new game was ahead, and then the Trolls came in with their new game plus fucking bandwagon. So. All right, last chance if anyone wants to ask a question or whatever, and then we're going to take a brief break for you to use the restroom, and then we're going to jump into Silent Hill 3 HD. All right. Philip did a super chat, says, so you won't do a new game plus, how do you expect new viewers? What are you talking about? What? Philip, what are you speaking of? Tomorrow we are playing Elden Ring no matter what. No matter what. I just don't know if it's going to be new game plus or standard new game. That's all we got to figure out. Everything else is, we're doing it. All right? But I just don't know what you mean. Like I said, it doesn't matter what I do, people are going to complain. So either one is fine, I guess, because people will whine no matter what. What I'll do tomorrow, just so you guys know, I'm going to bring a lot of cheese to the stream, so it'll go with the whining. And nice complimentary flavors. Ryan Rod, no one cares about the gender of the character I make in Elden Ring. You can stop spamming the chat now because you want to see a woman, probably because you're a horn dog or something. No one gives a shit. What Final Fantasy Pixel remasters am I thinking of playing? I already said either 1, 2, 3, or 5. I've already played 4 and 6 multiple times on YouTube for you guys, so there's no point to that. But 1, 2, 3, and 5 I've never played for you guys. 1, 2, and 5 I've played 5 a few times, and I like the game a lot. But 1 and 2 I've only played once. 3 I never even beat, so I'd be down for any of those. Ramrod, how about this? Just for you, I'm going to just have a floating pair of disembodied breasts. We're just going to have floating breasts that shoot magic out of the nipples. It'll be Elden Boobs. That's going to be what my run's going to be called. It's a mod. We're going to do a mod. Just shooting. laser nipple, killing the boss and laser nipple. Wouldn't that be amazing? Well, I mean, that's totally what you want, right? That's what Jesus Christ, you people, man. Of course. Then we could totally be fashioning Souls Elden boobs. We could put different braziers on the boobs as they float around the open world, shooting things left and right. There you go.
Is he making a machine gun jubblies joke from Austin Powers?
Amazing. Sounds like a plan. You're out of your mind, man. Anyway. Have I ever swam in a river? I've never swam in a river. No, I have not. Oh. My eye. My eye. I received a tip. Hold on. I received a $10 tip. Let's see here. It's an anonymous tip from it says, I'm a longtime viewer. I'm actually just returning today, and I want to commend you on your development. I think you've matured over time. You seem to be much more chill and over the shit that has happened to you in the past. Hold on a second here. I want to play an animation for them. Thank you to the anonymous tipper. And I hope that the development will continue, and I believe in you. Well, thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. By the way, now let's continue to talk about these disembodied floating boob shooting lasers through Elden Ring. That sounds like a good time to talk about that. What do you think? Sounds great. Sounds very in line with what you were saying there. Anyway.
I cannot help but wonder that if, you know, these fucking... Also, you can put whatever name you want, but the email usually stays the same. So when somebody sends for a tip, and he recognises the email, but he sees the name's different, I wonder if his fucking soul breaks a wee bit, if his heart breaks a little bit, because he's getting the money, but he's aware that the guy has to fucking pretend to be someone else just to fucking appease fucking Phil's audience. Oh, look how much fucking popular this guy is, look how much support he's getting. I wonder if Phil feels any fucking sort of, you know, remorse or fucking sorrow for the fact that he actually has fucking fans that has to pretend to be more than one person. They're willing to fucking give him fucking handfuls of fucking money every single fucking stream.
Thank you very much for the $10 tip. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the kind words. Okay. Are you shitting me? Oh, there's modders out there trying to make that happen. You know that mod already exists. Yeah, are you kidding me? Any game that's PC game has 4,000 ridiculous, stupid, immature, dumb mods, right? There you go. That I don't know. I don't know when Silent Hill 3 originally released. This HD remake we're playing came out in the 2012 collection on Xbox 360 and PS3, but I don't know when the original game actually released. It had to be PS2 era, but I don't know when exactly. So, all right, everyone. It's time to end the show. Thanks for a great show. Thanks for chilling with me. Thanks for your interaction. Thanks for your feedback. Thanks for the views. We're about to start with Silent Hill 3, which I know you guys are excited about. But, you know, this time of year.
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. What is Phil going to fucking have as his fucking end screen thing? So let's go full screen for you guys. Quite the wrong thing. So you guys can enjoy this, okay? Let's see what this fucking new thing is.
There's a certain creature that spreads the love. And I think that we should all give some respect to the humble bumblebee.
It's already spring though. Enjoy your spring. And it's the same fucking music. Skip, 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 skip.
Brief break, because I actually have to use the bathroom before we start. I figure I should probably do that, especially for a horror game. You probably don't want to have, like, you know, the need to go, and then something scary happens, and you, like, pop one in your pants, like, oh, shoot. Well, that's bad. So let's get set up here quick. And I'm going to go on a quick break. It's only going to be like a 5-minute break to use the restroom. And then we will begin. Looks good, right? Does the camera look centered? Actually, the camera looks like it's not far right enough.
Brian Orts with the fucking worst joke of the day so far says, you know, I guess you can say that was a DSB. He immediately apologised, but I'm still not going to forgive him.
That looks better. I don't remember the setup of this game. Like Silent Hill 3, I don't really remember if there's a heads-up display or whatever. I don't think there is, right? The Silent Hill games are very immersive where they don't really have a big, like, heads-up display on your screen, right? So I think this should be fine as it is, I believe. Okay? All right, we're going to take a 5-minute break for me to use the bathroom. And we come back at Silent Hill 3. Please don't go anywhere. Thanks for chilling. I'll be right back.
And we can now fucking fast forward, essentially. Is he live yet? If I click live, he's not even back yet. Let's mute that crap right now. Phil's not even back yet. So this is live DSP. As you can see, it's like, you know, this wee red indicator means that we're live right now. Phil's not back from his break yet. This is a kind of rarity where I'm actually so close to Phil that I'm not actually far behind. He is on 99 likes right now. 99. I guess one more like before he starts recording for gameplay. That's a free space we can use. But I don't think it's going to matter much because unless Phil says no exaggeration, we got a $15 tip and it reads out a creepy name and like it then says it was a troll and he bans him and then says that's the reality of the situation. Unless Phil ticks all the boxes immediately right before recording for gameplay, I don't think we're going to get a full house. That's just my interpretation of the situation that we are facing. And he's not back yet, Jesus Christ, Phil. Hurry up and get back. Hurry up.
Burger. That's robust. Safe to swallow. Juicy. Hangy. Moist. Cheeseburger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Tangy zip. Pueril. Moist.
Burger.
Yummy. And robust. Yo. I have gout. Gout is a disease that makes my acid levels much higher than most people's. And so if I eat certain foods, my acid level elevates, skyrockets, and then I get all giant swelling and incredible pain in my joints. So I'm going to eat this burger live with you today and share what I think about it. I'm sure people are going to be asking me questions about it. Yo! Juicy, tangy, moist, gourmet level, timed release of flavors. Burger. That's robust. Juicy, hangy, moist burger. Getting all over my face. Gourmet level burger. Hangy, pueril, moist
Burger.
Yo! Gow, 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 gow. Cheeseburger. My hand is completely covered in sauce.
Phil's back, great fucking stuff. Phil's back, so I'll turn down the music and we'll just rewind a little bit and see what Phil's doing. So hold on a second, here we go. Phil is back, and I can go to that. And I guess I'll just rewind a little bit because Phil usually starts talking before he turns the camera back on. Okay, it should be from here. Let's go. And also, let's go 1.25 speed because why not? We can.
Well, I can't believe it. Jasper Kitty stole my seat. I was using the bathroom. I come in here. Jasper's in my seat. And I can't sit down because he's there. There we go. Jasper, how dare you? How dare you, Mr. Jasper Kitty? He moved. All right. So, let's get set up, everyone. We're about to start with Silent Hill 3. It's good to see you all. I know many of you left when I was pooping, but that's okay. Welcome back. Hopefully you'll come back to the stream now for the start of the game. Let's see here. So, first of all, I received a tip during the break from Arkham's Best. Is I would definitely wait for audience feedback to see if people want to see you play Dredge. It's a great game, but people might think it's boring to watch. I don't know much about it. I'd have to look into it. Some people have recommended it over the last week. People have been bringing this game up, right? Okay, well, thank you for the tip, Arkham's Best. Remember, guys, thank you for any support today. As a crowd-funded individual, I appreciate all of you coming out and chilling and supporting the stream. In fact, it looks like we did hit 100 likes when I was in the best room. So it's time for a full screen celebratory bubble blow before we start with Silent Hill 3. All right? Here we go. Ready, Jasper? That's it. I just cleaned this desk and a big bubble just popped right on the desk. There we go. Lots of bubbles. Bubbles everywhere. Great mess on the desk now. Great. Anyway, all right. Are we ready to start?
You know, I'm going to count that as a creepy whisper. You said it very quietly, so I'm counting that. I'm clutching at straws here. We have one free space. The bingo's about to end, but let's hope we can get some more sunlight in the blue.
Let's get everything set up here. Excuse me. The birthday bash was good, Arkham. It was very fun. Did you watch any of it on demand if you missed it? Okay. El Grey Zora, what you said is factually untrue, and that's very disturbing what you just said, and I'm going to ignore it like you never said it. It's very awful what you just said. Okay. Yes, Arkham, I know you were gone, but I'm just curious if you watched anything on demand after the fact, because it is all live, either on DSP Gaming or DSP Reacts, or both. Hold on as I try to untangle my headphone wire, which is very tangled for some reason. There we go. Willow says, my first time ever watching Silent Hill. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Jasper, that is not for you to bite. If you bite that wire, you're in big, big trouble. Don't do it. Don't make me spray you. Don't do it. Stay away. Stay away from the headphone wire. Stay away from the headphone wire. Come on. Leave it alone. Leave the headphone wire alone. Okay. Okay. So, are we good? Oh, you just got home, Arkham, so you haven't watched anything. Okay. Hey, Ronnie Blaze, I think you and Dutch need to chill out. I mean it, like, you know, it was some jokes yesterday, because it was Easter Sunday. I told about my personal experiences with Easter over the years. And you can joke about something in life and not take it so seriously. Really, I mean that. Like, you need to chill out. Because you're being ridiculous with the stuff you're saying in the chat right now. And you take a step back and relax, man. Trust me, in life, you will enjoy life a lot better if you take a step back and relax from things rather than take everything so seriously. I mean it, too. You know? Like, if you think anything I said yesterday about Easter was disrespectful, you're ridiculous. I wasn't being disrespectful at all. I was being silly. It was actually a quite silly segment where I was covering all kinds of stuff. Right? What is it, buddy? He's hiding behind a chair now. It wasn't about Easter? Then what on earth are you even talking about? You need to relax, man. Really, I mean, seriously, what are you so upset about? I don't know what's going on. Because the chair, oh, I'm so upset. Because Phil's saying this, like, what are you talking about? No one is upset. Right? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Clearly, he's upset. Ronnie Blaze is upset.
Yes, you should. You should email me. That sounds good. Rather than talking about it in chat and no one knows what you're speaking of. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Jade, I'm glad that you're excited to see this. I'm very glad that you're excited to see this. Me too. I only played this one once ever. Okay? Once ever. Alright, are we all ready to start with Silent Hill 3? I hope so. Wow, we got viewership back up. We lost like 100 viewers when I was pooping, and now people are coming back, and that's good. I'm glad for that. Excellent. Welcome back, everybody. Let's actually boot her up, because does this have a menu? You have to pick which one you're playing? I think so. No, I did not know that Cheryl Mason is in Dead by Daylight, but I think like a ton of characters are in Dead by Daylight, right? Arkham, awesome. He said, I'm going to go watch the birthday bash. See ya. See you later, Arkham. Enjoy. Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, and settings, I guess? Hold on a second here. Oh, this is the credits. I don't want this. The credits. Alright, Silent Hill 3. By the way, I got a $1.50 tip from an anonymous tipper. Here's real horror. The day after Easter is one of the gassiest days on the planet for everyone ate deviled eggs. Wow. I wish I...
That is a bingo, because Phil has now gotten over $15+ in tips. Remember, we have a free space, so only need 2 more things to happen.
I had some deviled eggs. I love deviled eggs. We even had eggs that we were going to make egg salad and we forgot. I would have loved some egg salad. Maybe I'll ask Kat to make egg salad tonight. We'll see. Alright, anyway. Here we go. Wow, did you know that some parts of Silent Hill 3 could be considered violent or cruel? I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, Phil was now recording for YouTube. I think that's the end of bingo. I'm pretty certain this is him now in YouTube mode right there. Because the thing's all beginning, obviously. It's the opening cutscene as well, isn't it? Not shit. So yeah, that is the end of bingo. I'm afraid. And because we had a free space because Phil blew bubbles. But even then, it's not going to give us a full house. I might as well just tick off reality. But it leaves us with 2 remaining, sadly. So yeah, sadly we couldn't get the full house. But there's always tomorrow, of course. Let's just refresh the stream just to see where Phil is and how he's doing.
Made for. This is the Xbox 360 version of the Silent Hill HD collection.
He's still in, we weren't fucking far behind at all, of course. He's still in full fucking YouTube mode, essentially, you know what I mean? Just fucking introducing the fucking game. So we weren't that far behind at all. Usually I'm fucking like 40 minutes or 50 minutes behind Phil, but today I couldn't be arsed fucking just interjecting my own thoughts in his boring ass schedule. It's mainly Phil just fucking going through his dumb ass schedule again, reminding everyone what he's going to fucking play, and I didn't fucking care to fucking even fucking... I don't fucking care about his gameplay. His gameplay is boring ass shit, so I just had no fucking feedback on that shit, so we managed to get through a fucking bingo a whole lot faster than usual because of that. So there we fucking go. I'm going to end things how I always end things. I'm going to end things by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the excellently talented Pixar Animations. That's how it always ends every bingo stream. Guys, I do hope you enjoyed yourselves. I do hope you had fun. Hope we were close to a full house, but sadly it was not to be. But, you know, maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a full house. But until then, I do hope you enjoyed the rest of your Monday, how you should spend it. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more bingo antics. But until then, peace out, guys.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone.